Y'all think I'm about to cuss, don't y'all? Oh, love. It's patient. Love is kind. It does not envy. It does not boast. It is not proud. It does not dishonor others. It is not self seeking, and it is not easily angered. I didn't say it don't get angry. I said it's not easily angered. It keeps no record of wrongdoing. Love does not delight in evil, but it rejoices with it in the truth. It always protects, it always trusts, it always hopes, it always perseveres. Love never fails. Love, it always wins. I'm QUAN. And this is I Have No Cut Cards Tarot, so you can expect me to bring it. Now, somebody has a sister that just popped out in my reading. You have an uncle on your father's side of the family. This could be like an uncle, but they're really a cousin. But because they're older, they're considered an uncle, something like that. You're not close to this person. You don't have a connection with this person. You didn't grow up with them, okay? But your sister has connected to whoever this uncle is on your dad's side of the family, and your sister is jealous of you for no other reason than the fact that you're beautiful. Uh, she feels like you got looks and features and things in the family that make you like physically attractive that she didn't get. Okay, that does not mean that it's true at all whatsoever, but that is how your sister feels about you. Your sister feels like you're very pretty, and she feels like y'all got like different features in the family or whatever. Like it could be like your shape, like you could have a rounder butt or something like that than your sister, or maybe you got boobs and your sister didn't, or just the structure, the bone structure of your face. Okay, it's something about the way that you're put together and the way that you look in combination with your personality on the inside and on the out. Okay, that she compares herself to you. And I don't think that you compare yourself or even have ever even thought like that at all. But this is what's been going on in your sister's mind. And she's developed hate for you. And she got your uncle slash cousin on your dad's side to do a death spell on you, like really to get rid of you. And you wouldn't believe that in a family, hate and jealousy and envy could like run that deep. That's really sick. But yeah, your sister is jealous of your looks because she just does not like how she looks. Okay. For whatever reason, she's not happy with the features that she got, the shape that she got, the whatever, whatever, whatever. And she's taking it out on you. And I'm not getting that it's because you ever teased her. You never did anything but love her, but just out of the fact that she's unsatisfied and she thinks it's not fair. Okay. Now, this is this spell work backfired, and now your sister and your uncle are both closed emotionally because they've been monitoring you, and they saw that you woke up this morning in your right mind and you're still healthy and you did not die. I don't know what your uncle has against you. Maybe it's some kind of past life dynamic why your sister and uncle your uncle slash cousin has teamed up against you. But it could be a past life dynamic. It could very well be a past life dynamic. Okay. All right. So also what they're showing me is there's something going on where Elon Musk has turned his back on someone that agreed to help isolate their family member so that he could experiment on them and with them as like a volunteer. And family members that were in on this were supposed to all benefit and get like checks or get money or benefits. The spirit wants me to talk to my whole collective and to give y'all a message real quick. Elon Musk and a group of scientists and other people that are investors that do experiments with the Neuralink They're not just using monkeys, of course. They really, really like foster parents, and they really, really like foster children. They really, really, really like unhealed people that are traumatized, because that gives them a multitude of people to pick from and supply to utilize. There may be a lot of foster parents that are working at the NSA. And the reason that these foster parents are at the NSA, it's actually a strategic move, because that is where they get a lot of their supply for the people that are sociopaths, that have no feeling at all whatsoever about doing things against crimes against humanity and crimes against humans. And the worst thing that could ever happen to a foster child that's been in and out of foster care or group homes is for them to heal. Okay. For Elon Musk and several groups of people that he's affiliated with, they get their supply to experiment on people that sign up for jobs at the NSA and carry out doing spell work and carry out unaliving people and experimenting on people and volunteer themselves to be experimented on. Where do you think they get these people from and they pick from? They usually pick from a litter of foster children or adults that grew up in unstable homes. And their goal is to keep a certain amount of them unhealed, traumatized, or all of them, so that they'll have a never-ending supply of people and volunteers that they can attach entities to, that they can experiment with, and that they can use as their own weapons and tools against people that come against them. Do you understand? So there's something here. Elon Musk, he contracts a lot of foster parents that work at the NSA that utilize and they groom their foster children to become sociopaths and not to heal, so that they can use them to attack chosen ones that they want to isolate, or they want to experiment on the foster kids. That's what I'm getting. So someone has a foster parent that is a government official that works in the government. Okay. This is where they get a never ending supply of people to, again, utilize to work for the NSA, to do hacking, to do scamming, because they know as long as these foster children and foster children that grew up to be adults need money, and with their dysfunction, as long as they don't heal, they'll be in an energy where they value materialistic things, where their self-esteem is broken. So they'll be in the energy of willing to do anything for money. And then they'll offer them opportunities to do anything for money, and they'll do it because they don't have self-esteem because of their trauma and brokenness and inability to heal, because they were not given proper therapy. They were not herded to heal. They were herded to stay broken so that they could be tempted by money and validation, and they could be easily manipulated. And this is what's going on here. Elon Musk was using somebody that was a foster child, that's an adult, to do something for him, possibly to try to control a chosen one through gangstalking, isolation, through spiritually attacking. But Elon Musk is having to turn away from whoever this person is right now, because that person that he wanted to experiment on, they've broken free. And not only have they broken free, this is an awakened person, like that has a very high intuitive function, that can pinpoint every single person that's doing something to them. And they're bringing too much attention to the fact that this is Elon Musk utilizing and abusing his access to foster parents that work at the NSA, that utilize their foster children, their grown, unhealed foster children, to attack chosen ones. Okay. So let me see what this energy is I'm pulling on. Now, what I'm getting is your sister might be under some MK Ultra, and your sister might have even been chipped as a baby. And your sister might be under some form of MK Ultra control as well. Okay. And this is why she's so easily manipulated. because your sister might be someone that could have taken a deal with someone at the NSA to help to bind you in some kind of way. But the way that wound, the way they were able to penetrate your sister is your sister is psychologically traumatized by something, okay? And she already had low self-esteem, and she already was jealous of you. And that was the portal and the door by which they were able to manipulate her, to attach an entity to her, to take over her mind, and to talk her into going in with this group she's a part of, full throttle. They utilize, instead of her healing and getting therapy, they utilize the unhealed aspects of her mind to manipulate her and to offer her a way to soothe her qualms about her low self-esteem and jealousy of you. Okay, let's go. So wow, pride. Dang, it flew out here, didn't it? Okay, pride came here. Maybe someone is very prideful or egotistical. I have courage. Okay, let's see what's going on here. Or maybe you're very proud and you have a lot of courage. I love myself and I see myself in everyone. Okay, somebody might operate out of fear. Okay, so somebody might operate out of fear, and somebody else might be proud of themselves. Pride is not a bad thing when it's balanced and it's a healthy ego. The ego is what helps to identify who we are. Okay, and this might be about a friendship. Okay, this could be a codependent friendship where two people are friends because both of them might operate out of fear. I don't know, but we're going to find out right now. Oh, yes, child. Elon Musk, he loves the foster parents that work at the NSA because what they do is they hire their adult foster children and contract them out to do things, to use them as human soldiers for them, doing witchcraft, doing magic. But they have to make sure they're traumatized, and the only thing that makes them feel better is money and materialistic things. They have to get their self-esteem. These foster children, their self-esteem has to come from materialism. It has to come from money. It has to come from status. That's why they can't heal. You understand? That because then when they offer them this work at the NSA, they're more than willing to do it because they need it to survive. That's the only thing, the crutch that holds them up. And if anybody gets too close to them, wherein they start helping them to heal or guide them into healing, they have to destroy that very quickly. Because the worst thing, again, that can happen to these foster parents' children is for them to actually wake up and heal in alignment and become independent. Emotionally, energetically, spiritually, to heal from everything. If they heal, then their confidence is going to come from within, and they're not going to value money above everything, materialism above everything. Their confidence is going to come from their personality, their skills, talents, gifts, and abilities. They're learning what their purpose is, and that means they're not going to need the work that Elon Musk, the NSA, and these government cults and covens have to offer them, because they'll be able to utilize their skills on their own. Okay? See, the NSA, they hire a lot of these foster children as hackers and scammers, and they become very wealthy now, but they have to keep them codependent on them. A lot of these foster children become hackers and scammers for the NSA. Okay? And they do magic. Let's go. Court in the reverse. Okay, so maybe court is not going to go in somebody's favor. There could be some kind of court case going on with somebody. Don't worry, I got the right prayer today. We're going to say a prayer for generational curses today, y'all. We're going to say a prayer for generational curses. Because I keep getting somebody's foster parent that works for the NSA that keeps coming out. There's a foster parent that works at the NSA that groomed their foster children to stay traumatized, to stay unhealed, so that they could use them. Somebody gets foster children from other countries to do this. Somebody gets foster children that come from other countries and parts of the world to utilize them. Okay, this is it. So somebody is in their thoughts about their job with work here, because a court official in the reverse and court in the reverse. So there could be somebody concerned about their job. This could be somebody with a government job, or this is somebody that has a job that or a position in society that might otherwise be highly respected. People look up to, where you're required to have a certain amount of honesty, integrity. You might be required to act with a certain amount of integrity, and maybe this person did something dishonest. Somebody might be Mexican. Tell me about this court official in the reverse, please, and thank you. Give me a second here. I want to know about this court official in the reverse, please, and thank you. Tell me about this. Tell me about this court official in the reverse, please, and thank you. I want you to clarify court official in the reverse. Okay, so this might be someone in the judicial area of the government. Who's this court official? Private investigator, a captain. Somebody might be a private investigator. They could be a captain. Somebody might be a mechanic, a utility worker. Somebody might work for code enforcement. I have the president of a corporation, bank, or business. Clarify the court. It could be more than one person. Clarify this court official and an electrician. All right, so that's the utility worker. Okay. A clone. A salesman. The president of a corporation or a business. Okay. A doctor. Somebody might pledge Sigma, Gamma, Rho, and someone's a lawyer. Okay. We're going to go with that. Somebody also might be in the military. Somebody might pledge Delta, Gamma, Delta, Delta, Delta. Okay. All right, we're going to go with what came out. So for court official in the reverse, sorority members. Okay. So for court, and somebody might be an investor. Okay. So for court official in the reverse, I have a lawyer. I have an investor. I have a doctor, a salesman, a president of a corporation, bank, or business, an electrician, and somebody is a clone. They kidnapped the real person, and they're using a clone. So let's do this. Tell me about this. I want to know about this doctor. Now, they might have been naming several sorority members. This is someone's sorority member, brother or sister. Sigma, Gamma, Rho, Delta, Gamma, Delta, Delta, Delta. That's what came out. Okay. Special operations. This could be someone in the military. Someone's a salesman, investor, and then I still have foster brother or foster sister. Holy Divine Spirit, please give me this lawyer. What's going on with a lawyer? There's a lawyer that's heartbroken here. Why is this lawyer heartbroken? Because the magic backfired. What was the magic for? So there's a lawyer that was waiting for some magic to land on somebody. Okay. Somebody is closed emotionally. Okay. So they're a King of Pentacles. All right. So why? Why are they doing magic on somebody? Why is this lawyer doing magic on somebody? Clarify. What's going on with this lawyer energy? So court's not going to go in somebody's favor because somebody either wants to reverse an ending with someone or they reversed an ending with someone. This is an older person, an emperor in reverse, man or woman, Aries energy. Because a cycle has ended for an Aries or something and they wanted to reverse an ending with them. Someone could also be an Aquarius, the King of Pentacles reverse, okay, or a star energy. So there's a lawyer, a cycle has closed. There's a lawyer that wanted to reverse an ending with an emperor in the reverse. There might be a lawyer that might have been dealing with someone and they want something to go in their favor. They wanted, somebody is aware that somebody was working on something. What were they working? And they had to release something that was a burden. Someone could be a Leo. So there was a lawyer that wanted to reverse an ending with a person, but somebody has an awareness about what they were working on with the Leo, okay, and Libra for a 10 of Pentacles. So there's a lawyer, maybe, did this lawyer have sexual relations with this emperor in the reverse? So I'm getting there's a lawyer that is aware of somebody that maybe they used to celebrate with, but this lawyer cannot come back together with them because they're in trouble, convicted of some kind of crime that it's irrefutable evidence about. So this lawyer does not want to be associated with this person. Okay. Who's this person they kidnapped? That's a clone right now. A Queen of Wands energy, the Three of Cups reverse. Someone that celebrated with someone in the past that was attacking you. Okay. There might be somebody in someone's community that they've replaced with a clone. This person could be like a part of the police department or military. Maybe this person didn't want to go along with something and they might have cloned this person and kidnapped them to put them into a position. So maybe this is some kind of captain. Okay. That's what I'm picking up. Y'all remember the first card I opened up to was a captain. Okay. So there might be someone in the position of either a police captain or someone that might be in charge of other police officers that are underneath of him. Okay. Somebody might have been trying to attack you in your community through some form of gangstalking, but the one that's in charge of the officers in your community may have said no, and because they might have made the captain or whoever's in charge an offer first, and that person was like, no, none of my officers better not comply or participate in this foolishness. We don't do that over here. We're going to run a clean operation over here, and my officers abide by the law. It's something like that. So they kidnapped whoever this captain is and replaced him with a clone so that he could allow certain people in the community to gangstalk you and to allow certain things to go on. Okay. This happened in the past. But you're still moving forward and something's still balanced for you and somebody can't move to calmer waters. So let me explain this to you really quick. Let me explain. There was somebody that is in law enforcement. You could be in any country or anywhere in the world, America, wherever. There's somebody in law enforcement that they wanted to utilize in your community to gangstalk you or to turn a blind eye to someone that was doing something to you. But that person was not able to do it because of their superior. This could be like someone in charge of all of the police officers in your area or whoever's in charge of law enforcement. That person was made an offer to, and they said no. And none of my officers are going to do it either. They kidnapped, and believe me, the CIA, they have stuff that they can, powders from flowers that they can put in your face and you'll go into a trance. It's all kind of chemicals, agents, odorless, gasless, that they use to carry out their goofy ass missions. But whoever this person is, they needed this officer in your community to be freed from his supervisor so he could harass you. So his captain or whoever was in charge, they replaced him with a clone so that the pressure would be off of him and he'd be free to harass you in your neighborhood. You understand? So that's what happened in the past. But right now, that person can't move to calmer waters. Okay. Special operations. That's why Captain came out, special operations came out. This is the bullshit they do. Okay. Tell me about the salesman or investor energy. What is this about this salesman or investor? The devil reverse. Something still moving forward. The Ace of Cups. Somebody's closed emotionally because someone can't move to calmer waters now. Okay. And they're closed emotionally to something. The Ace of Cups reverse. So somebody was trying to get away with something, balancing a situation. There's a salesman that was trying to get away with balancing a situation. This could be an investor, okay, of some kind. But they couldn't do it. Who's the president of this corporation or business or bank? Someone that did not get their wish fulfillment, okay? They didn't have victory and success, reversing and ending, doing something. So there was a president of a business that wanted someone to reverse an ending, doing something. What were they expecting? They're heartbroken. Right now, they're very heartbroken because someone might have made a decision about something that they're going to avoid a disaster. What was this president of this bank, business, or corporation expecting? They were expecting to, utilize your energy. Okay. So again, like I told you, you're going to see more and more businesses that right now are becoming unraveled, that are going out of business. Restaurants. You're going to see restaurants, businesses, banks. You would be shocked how much black magic a lot of businesses and corporations was relying on black magic from the system that they had in place, where certain ones of you that they were energy harvesting from was the supply. You were the batteries. A lot of you that were being isolated, okay, and gangstalked and made to fear was releasing energy that these people were using you as a human battery to power a whole bunch of spell work for rituals that they were doing to run their banks, corporations, and businesses. And now they were still waiting because, at different times of the year, they do their rituals for these businesses. And they can't do them. And everybody's losing everything right now. It's crumbling down. Everyone has gone through an awakening. Everyone is aware of witchcraft, black magic, energy harvesting, and how they were doing it. Everyone is learning how to protect themselves emotionally in relationships. Everyone is waking up to the witches and the warlocks that they've been married to and in relationships with, that were Masons and Freemasons, that were secretly funneling their energy into groups through sex. The cords on the astral realm, on the spiritual realms that were being attached to siphon from you all. Everyone is awake. And because everybody is awake now and they're spiritually protecting themselves, everybody's business that was reliant on the rituals that they would do during winter solstice, summer solstice, different times of the year, using your energy, it's over. So these businesses that were built, purchased, and created off your energy are crumbling to the ground, and they're going to scatter because your energy is coming back to you. And you're going to be able to manifest the lives that you want and deserve and belong to you off of your own energy. Tell me about this electrician. So this president of a corporation, bank, or business, they were waiting for the magic. That's why the magician is here. Tell me about this electrician. There's an electrician that's been taking very quick action strategically to do something. Maybe somebody kept turning your power or your electric off. And making offers. Yeah, I can't make it up. Look at that. Okay. If your power kept on going out in your house, like you kept having like rolling blackouts, it's nothing wrong with the power where you live. There's an electrician that these idiots that are demon possessed, they kept on paying an electrician to turn out all the power in your community and neighborhood, and then do spell work on you. You understand, when they do the spell work, they have to lower your vibration with anger, anxiety, fear, or frustration. That's how they lower your auric field or create a gap or lower your vibration. So when they make the offer, which is this Page of Cups, that's a spell work, it will land. And you got to imagine how dumb these demons are, because it's like these demons are like, okay, at the count of 3, turn all the power out, and then I'm going to do the spell work. Because when they get scared, when the power goes out, it's like playing with 5-year-olds. These are literally 3 to 5-year-old tactics that children would do at a sleepover to try to get your energy. But remember, demons are slow. You got to remember, most people that dibble and dabble in this type of dark witchcraft, they're unhealed. Their emotional growth has been stunted, and they operate like on the emotional age of a 5 to 6-year-old. So they're going to be highly immature. Okay, so their ideas are going to be immature too. So what they do is they turn your power out like you're at a sleepover. Okay, turn out the power. Now do the spell work. Turn out the power. Are they scared? Whoever you are, you might just be like, all right, well, I'm going to go meditate. All right, well, I'll go take a nap. Oh, well, I'll go have a candlelit dinner. You know, or you might just, if you have a power bank in your home, if you have any kind of power bank in your home, just plug up to that if you choose to. Or you might take advantage of that time and meditate. Or just light a candle. It's not that big of a deal. You understand? But whoever these people are, they have the mind of children. So they're like, okay, when they get scared, when we turn out fear, when we turn out the power, you make the offer. So they might keep turning the power off and on, off and on, off and on, make the offer, off and on, like retards. That's the truth. Like retards. All right, and what's going on with this electrician now? They don't see something, or someone can't move to calmer waters. Yeah, so somebody can't move to calmer waters. Somebody's not okay right now. Why? What's going on with this electrician? A King of Wands that gaslighted them. This could be a fire sign that asked this electrician to turn out the power where you are. Okay. Somebody's still moving forward. So an electrician that reversed an ending with someone that was trying to gang stalk you in your neighborhood, you're still moving forward. These childish tactics are not bothering you. They're not doing anything to you at all whatsoever. Okay? It's so childish. It's like, all right. And these tell me about this doctor. Someone's very emotional. Okay. Why is this doctor so emotional? Clarify about this doctor energy. Who's a doctor? Because it got illuminated that there was a plan to sacrifice you. And it was a bad idea for this doctor to invest in helping, because they're about to be in the 5 of Pentacles. Because they didn't get what they were expecting. So I don't know if you go to the doctor or if you take your kids to the doctor, but there's a doctor that helped or worked together with some people that were trying to sacrifice you. And you're fully aware that somebody or a group was trying to sacrifice you. And this doctor must have done. What did the doctor do? What did this doctor do? The Lovers, the 4 of Wands. Oh, this doctor might have been in a relationship with someone that's in your family or married to. Someone could be a Gemini. This doctor might have worked with somebody in your family, but they didn't get away with sacrificing you. And now this person, whether they're in your family or someone you were in a relationship or married to, whoever they are, now when something doesn't go in their favor in court, this doctor is going to be investigated, and they're worried they're going to lose everything, and they feel powerless and weak. They thought that some magic was going to kill you, but it didn't. So I don't know what this doctor did to you. Okay. I don't know if this is a mental health person that wrote up some fraudulent papers on you, or if somebody gave you some medication or did something. Whatever this doctor did or was a part of, they did it with someone you were either in a relationship with or someone in your family. And now this doctor is trying to separate their energy from this because they're worried about their whole practice. So what I'm getting is a whole community of people here that are worried about getting in trouble right now because of their affiliation and connection to whoever was trying to sacrifice you. Okay. Before I go ahead and jump in this read, what did you want me to say about Elon Musk? Please clarify Elon Musk for my collective. Clarify Elon Musk, the 10 of Pentacles reverse. Yeah, he wasn't able to get your energy. So whatever type of energy Elon Musk was working with, a King of Wands reverse. So Elon Musk was working with a King of Wands reverse. Someone was supposed to catfish you and come towards you to seduce you. Okay. And they were supposed to attach some kind of spiritual cord to you on the spiritual realm that would allow them to transfer your energy into something Elon Musk is working on, okay? Into some kind of project that Elon Musk is working on. But you rejected this person and whoever was supposed to catfish you because you're too aware. With the 2 of Swords reverse, you were too aware, the 4 of Wands reverse. So you're not going to get married. So I told you already, Elon Musk has been stalking through the NSA and his connections with the people at the NSA. Elon Musk has been stalking people that have spiritual gifts and abilities, or if you have like 12 strands of DNA or something's going on with your pineal gland, Elon Musk is looking for human beings that have things going on with their DNA, that have spiritual gifts and things like of that nature. Okay. And he is making offers to people in your family and community to help him to stalk you through the NSA and to create some kind of situation whereby you can be catfished. Because who can get closer to you than a person that you're sleeping in the bed with, having sex with? No one can get closer than that. You understand? So what they do is they monitor your phone, they monitor your email, they monitor you at work, they monitor your coming and your going, your habits, every single thing that you do about you through the NSA, and they send someone toward you of the race, of the looks, of the personality that you're sexually attracted to, and they send that person to catfish you so that they could date you or get in a relationship or even marry you so that they can be close enough to do whatever they're asked to do to you to get your energy or to experiment on you. Okay. And they were working for Elon Musk, but Elon Musk is turning his back because they couldn't get you. He did not get what he expected. The 3 of Wands reversed. You did not get married or in a relationship with someone that tried to catfish you that might have been a Mason or a part of this group that was doing this for Elon Musk. He didn't get what he expected. Even if they set you up to be chipped with the Neuralink ahead of time while you were sleeping, the follow-up experiment that they wanted to do on you, they were not able to do. Anything else about Elon Musk? So he's pulling out. So Elon Musk is pulling back the 4 of Pentacles from reversing and ending with these people that he contracted that were close and connected to you, because maybe you have spiritual gifts and abilities. Maybe you got 12 strands of DNA or 9 strands of DNA. Maybe you have a overactive pineal gland. Okay. Maybe it's something about your DNA that he really wanted to study. Whatever it was that he wanted, you're not cooperating. So whoever made the deal that was going to get paid, if they were able to catfish you, okay, or set you up with someone, they're backstabbed and betrayed right now because they've missed the opportunity. Yup, That's it. I can't make it up. The Ace of Swords. They missed the opportunity. Who's the person for my collective? Who is this person that stood to get paid money if Elon Musk, if they was able to catfish you? Who was going to get paid if they successfully catfished you? The Chariot, a Cancer, okay? There could be a Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Elon Musk is a Cancer, okay? Remember, Elon Musk's birthday is July the 1st, and he is a Cancer, first beacon. There was a Cancer that was supposed, or there could be a Cancer. Oh, they said, yeah, Elon Musk. The 10 of Pentacles. Or there could have even been another Cancer that, had they been able to conduct this experiment on you, there's another Cancer, including Elon Musk, that was going to get a 10 of Pentacles, but they did not get away with what they were trying to do when they were working with these people, because you stayed single with the 9 of Pentacles. They couldn't do it. You stayed single. Because you were aware, or somebody was aware of something. Somebody was aware. You might have been very stubborn. Somebody was very sad. The 9 of Pentacles reverse. Somebody was aware that somebody was being very stubborn about making you homeless. Okay. Somebody, got it. Somebody was aware that somebody had been very, very stubborn about trying to make you homeless to make this go in their favor. This could be a Taurus. This could be someone that works for the NSA or in the government that was trying to orchestrate something to make you homeless, whether they were manipulating people to gang stalk you at your job. Whatever they were doing to you to cause you to be homeless, most likely they targeted your job with spell work, targeted you with spell work, maybe tried to catfish you with people that would get close enough to do spell work on you to make you lose your job. Whatever it was, somebody was aware of how far somebody was going to try to make you homeless so that they could get control over you, so that you could be available for this experiment for Elon Musk, okay? And somebody pulled out of doing something because the tactics that they were using against you were very inhumane. The tactics they were using against you were so inhumane. Some of y'all, they were using nerve gas, energy weapons, and doing death spells on you, literally, so that when you displayed a reaction, okay, they would be able to claim you were having a psychotic break. Now, if that's not the motherfucking gaslight of the whole fucking year, imagine the U.S. military, imagine you're a high priest or a high priestess that has spiritual gifts and abilities. Now, imagine Elon Musk wants to do a destiny swap or siphon your energy or use you as a human battery or experiment. And in order to do that, he needs control over your ass or sexual access to you, okay? Now, imagine utilizing the U.S. military to have special ops people, to have squatters in the military around your home to release nerve gas under your door and in your windows and do death spells on you using witchcraft and cults and covens in large groups in shifts 24/7, and also use an energy weapon on your crown chakra and your temple of your head, so that when, due to the pain and the agony and the nerve gas, the energy weapons and the death spells towards your heart all day and all night, you run out the home like, oh my God, they're using energy weapons and I'm shaking from this nerve gas and they're attacking me with death spells, they're attacking my heart, so that they can immediately have a mental health evaluator that was on standby waiting claim, they're having a psychotic break. So you could run out your house claiming that the government and the NSA is doing this to you, so that the mental health evaluator that's been waiting for enough pressure on you to send you running out your house saying you're being attacked by the government could quickly call the police, and they could claim you're having a psychotic break, And then the judge can quickly put an order in place to put you into a mental institution as quickly as possible. This is why America is under judgment right now. You understand? Because I did another reading where there was a judge that was waiting on standby with the paperwork, waiting on standby for the energy weapons, for the nerve gas, and for all the magic death spells and the pressure on somebody to pile up to the point where you couldn't take it anymore, so that you could just have an outburst. And they had a mental health evaluator squatting in your neighborhood that was waiting. They were on standby waiting so that they could move quickly. Everybody's in place. So when this happens, we can move fast. Oh, someone's having a psychotic break. Quick, get an ambulance. Get them to the institution. Get the judge to do the order overnight. We're going to make it permanent. Yes, now we got control over them. And then they can do whatever experiment they want over you and have you drugged up in a mental institution somewhere. Now your family member that gets guardianship over you, they're going to be the one getting the check. You understand? In God we trust. Yes. So this is what was going on here. But whoever you are a hard one to control. You a hard road to hoe. Okay? What's this about foster brother, foster sister? Clarify this foster brother, foster sister. Yeah, somebody's unhappy that might have been working with the government because they're having a tower. So somebody has a foster brother or a foster sister that was working with the government that accepted an offer with this Two of Cups to do something. Yep. Somebody that has a foster brother or a foster sister, they accepted an offer to do something to you. But somebody has the clarity, or someone gave clarity. So something's not going to go in someone's favor in court. What's this about? A friendship? Clarify this friendship. Clarify this friendship energy, Holy Spirit. A Page of Wands. Someone could be a younger person that's in the same energy against you. That's aware. And they're in their thoughts and reflecting because they don't know what direction to go with something. So somebody was somebody's foster brother or foster sister, and now they don't know what direction to go with something. They made their foster brother or foster sister an offer to do something, help them do something against you, and they would get money. Like I said before, Elon Musk loves the fact that families are disheveled and dysfunctional, and that mothers and fathers are not coming together. He loves the fact that the government has these programs that they put out that people don't recognize as alpha male strategies, and red pill, Shira 7, these agent type provocateurs that are putting out messages and discouraging people to heal. Okay, this alpha male strategy, this red pill mindset, that's a government program. Okay, to be divisive, to make men hate women and women hate men, and to keep going over the same problems over and over and over again, instead of talking about real solutions, instead of talking about healing. Instead, y'all remember when they were trying to come against the cigarette companies? Y'all remember the cigarette companies when they were trying to counter the damage that had been done through mass marketing? So they started doing all these commercials about the damage that cigarette smoke does to you. They started showing people licking on a rat, like this is the equivalent of smoking a cigarette, licking a rat. And all those images started going in these commercials to stop people from smoking cigarettes or to discourage the youth. It was supposed to counter the heavy marketing they did in the 60s for cigarettes, okay? Because it was a big lawsuit, okay? The same thing with being divisive against men and women from healing and becoming balanced so they can come together in a healthy way and create healthy families and communities where there will be less children in foster care, less children being damaged and wounded, which they're able to utilize and manipulate based off of their wounds. They don't want that. They want men to hate women, and they want women to hate all men. You understand? because they could very easily start putting out and flooding television, and the media with all kind of positive messages, promoting healing, explaining about the chakras, even explaining about where insecurities come from, where fears come from, explaining the difference between operating out of fear and operating out of love, and why you might feel insecure and how to heal it. There is therapy, public therapy, that could be flooding the internet right now to encourage men to develop more emotional intelligence and sensitivity toward their counterparts, and to challenge their ego, and to challenge their insecurities, and to work on themselves, to get their confidence from developing their personalities and developing a skill and a craft, and pour energy into going inward instead of materialistic things. There are things that can be done. The internet can be flooded with ways to help women heal from the manipulation through patriarchal thinking, where our only self-worth is based on what we're shaped like and what we look like and how we're gauged on a scale from 1 to 10. And that's where in our value is. And it ends at the age of 29. You understand? What to look for in people. Real connections, going deeper than just what's surface level. But no, it was a whole government operation to dumb down the population and to make them shallow, and to only place value on things that are superficial, to only place value on short-term fake relationships, fake friendships, and materialistic things wherein we can feel like we're happy. Short burst of momentary satisfaction instead of long-term contentment. You understand? So nonetheless, they love more and more supply of broken families, dysfunctional families, a lack of healing, that create more foster children and foster parents that are corrupt, that kind of barter out these foster children and groom them to work as soldiers for this corrupt government. All right. What is fear? All right. Somebody is aware that someone's not healing from something, and somebody else is not stuck. So somebody is worried because somebody could have been trying to do spell work on you to make you sick, but you're not sick, okay? But somebody else that was attacking you is sick and they're not healing. And somebody's worried about it now because they're like, uh-oh, we in trouble. Because if the person we've been attacking ain't sick and we're getting sick instead, that means the wheel has turned and it's something getting balanced. And who's next? All of us are about to be sick. Somebody could have announced to everybody that you're still moving forward and you're in great health, but they're getting sick instead. So now everybody's looking at each other like, does that mean all of us are going to get sick? Because they were misguided. They were misguided. They were told to turn their lemons into lemonade by, instead of going within in self-reflection, projecting on their misery onto other people instead of healing. Instead, attack innocent people, take what they have to make yourself feel good, even if it's only momentary. Understand something. When you're trying to heal from trauma, from being a victim, okay, you're not a victim and you're a victim at the same time. And it's so funny. I heard Bobby Hemmett say one time that the answer to a question can be both wrong and right at the same time. There is no wrong answer. There is no right answer to questions because everything is about perception. Let me show you something. In life, everything is about perception. You have to be able to see everything from every single angle. You understand? There is no wrong and right in the universe. It's the perception you're looking for from. You understand? In life, if you ask somebody that was essayed when they were a child, are you a victim? Everybody's going to say, hell yeah, you're the victim. You were a child. You were defensive. You couldn't fight back. Yes, you're a victim. Absolutely, you're a victim. And then the same answer is no, you're not a victim, because unfortunately you have karma that you have to repay from a past life wherein you caused an imbalance of equal amount of energy of the same level, okay, to somebody else in a past life. So it's almost like when you're looking at something, you have to see things from the 3D physical, 3D world aspect that's playing out right now in the physical. But you also have to remember concurrently what's running beside it, like the Twilight Zone, is the spiritual realm, where time is linear. You understand? And it's a whole nother thing playing out that got to do with karma, that got to do with your soul, lifetimes you've lived, and things that you've executed and carried out against other people that you have to pay for. Don't you think Hitler's soul is in somebody else's body right now on earth that might have been born innocent, that went through some kind of trauma, where they were sexually assaulted, raped, and all kind of horrible things happened. But in a past life, that same soul was Hitler. You understand? This is why you can have two answers to one question that oppose each other, because there is no yes or no. You have to be able to see everything from the higher spiritual aspect and the lower physical aspect. Okay? So you were victimized as a child. Yes, you're a victim on the 3D realm, on the physical realm. You are that person's victim. Yes, get therapy, get help. On the spiritual realm, you're not a victim. You're paying back karma for something you did in the past life. And this is where these two come together. I'm going to show you where both of them come together. Both of them come together where, in order for you to learn the lesson and to spiritually advance and grow, you have to be able to heal from your trauma without projecting onto innocent people that have done nothing to you and creating more karma. That means whatever pain you went through, you're going to have to find a way to get therapy. You're going to have to work through it until you can heal from it but you have to do it through self-reflection by going within. Yes, go after the person that victimized you. Put them in jail. Put them under the ground. I don't care what the hell you do with them. Yes, they're guilty. Yes, you are their victim on the 3D plane. Absolutely. They get in trouble for what they did on this realm. Okay? But it's your job as a soul and as a human to do self-reflection, to have enough empathy and compassion and love in your heart to not want to see another human being go through what you went through at your hands. And that empathy and compassion that you have allows you to self-reflect and find ways to release that negative energy and to process it through self-reflection and healing without hurting another person. That's what separates people that grow and advance spiritually from people that get a spiritual demotion. The ability to self-reflect or to project onto others. There are two paths that you can choose. One path is your higher self. That means go through a heart chakra activation where you develop enough empathy and compassion, not just for yourself to heal, but for others, to not want other people to go through what you went through. That self-reflection, and that leads to spiritual growth. The second path is the path of least resistance, which is to instead project onto others, suppress your healing, and take your misery out on the world, and to cause other people to go through what you went through because of what you went through, and to ignore the trauma that you went through. Allow it to block your personality, allow it to block you from emotionally growing, developing, and healing. There are two paths that you can take. Okay? And unfortunately, they love it when people that have been traumatized, especially in foster care, because it's not an easy thing to be traumatized in the worst way, and to keep your head up, even through your healing process when everyone else has and you don't have anything, but to still keep your head up and to go through your storm and to go through whatever you have to go through to pay back that karma and still stay in the highest. And it don't mean you have to be all happy-go-lucky all the time. Of course, you're going to go through depression. Of course, you're going to go through anger, maybe even hate at times, bitterness, resentment. These are stages that you go through. But are you attacking other people? Are you trying to traumatize and hurt, rob, steal, and kill from other people? You have to fight through your process by going within and keep checking yourself, going through realizations. You have to reflect. You have to continuously reflect without attacking others as you work sometime without seeing the reward for many, many years. This is why some of us end up spiritually growing and becoming spiritually ranked, because without seeing any reward for many, many, many years, some of us that have been through trauma have been able to keep our head up and to steadily keep climbing and working hard and not ask why other people are doing better than us, why other people have money, career, opportunity, and an easy way, why my life had to be so hard, without doing that and becoming jealous of others, but accepting our paths as it is and burning through our karma and staying focused on healing. And this is why for many, many years, being able to do that, some of us end up being spiritually elevated 20 years later, 15 years later, because we didn't project onto other people. We went inside and we were not jealous of other people. We just worked on ourselves. We healed ourselves, and we continuously worked on ourselves and worked on building. Okay. So let me go ahead and pull these cards really quick. What is pride? Clarify pride. What is pride? All right. The King of Pentacles reverse. This is someone that's shallow. This is right now. Somebody might be in their ego because somebody kicked them out their energy. And now they're about to lose their home. Yes. Because they changed their mind about working with them. Okay. Somebody thought somebody was a good investment at first. Okay. A Page of Wands. This could be a younger fire sign. Okay. They could have been working with a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Okay. But whoever this person is that was in their ego about something, a Queen of Wands. So this is somebody that might be very attractive. They wanted to drain you. Somebody wanted to drain your energy from you, and they were in their ego about it. Okay. But right now they're about to be homeless. This is someone that might have wanted to destiny swap or take your energy. Okay. This might be someone that might have been one of Elon Musk little props or clones. And what I was telling you earlier, that came out in a reading I did a couple of weeks ago, where when they carry out operations in America and all over the world, when they're trying to do something to someone, and you have, say, a good person that works in the police department that has a high ranking or position, or a person in the government, or that is going to do things the right way, what they'll do is they'll carry out some kind of CIA operation where they get somebody close enough to them, usually a woman if it's a man, to seduce them, or a cook that's making their food, to get close enough to drug that person, to clone them, and to replace them. They carry out these type of operations so that they could put somebody in that person's position instead that's going to allow something to go on. They can do this with the presidents of a country. They can do this with people in mayors. They can do this with local police department heads that are doing the right thing. If they can't penetrate that person's integrity, then the CIA will carry out an operation where they'll find a way to clone that person and to replace them. Oh, yes. This is where we are with it in 2026 with technology. Y'all want me to say something? Somebody's not happy with something because they can't move to calmer waters about something. Who? Elon Musk, the chariot? He had to release something because now something's exposed. He couldn't create an illusion about what he was trying to get away with. Yeah. Yeah, the Ten of Wands reverse and the Seven of Cups reverse. Yeah, he couldn't get away with something. And somebody's closed emotionally about somebody going to jail or somebody that's stuck now. Who's this Nine of Swords? Clarify this Nine of Swords energy, please, and thank you. Who is the Nine of Swords? Oh, somebody they didn't get what they expected from. So this might be one of Elon Musk's clone energies that he wanted to destiny swap a high priestess energy with. They might be about to go to jail because they might have done too much. Understand, when they find these certain types of clones, they find people that already had a criminal personality, somebody that was already like a foster child, even though all foster children don't end up karmic. They find somebody that already was criminally minded, unhealed, already had dark attachments, somebody that was already too far gone under demonic possession. And that's the type of person that he'll clone, because that's the type of person that will sign a blood contract and agree to allow a demonic archon or spirit to house their vessel. You understand? Usually someone that's been traumatized severely as a child. Okay. And then what he'll do is use that particular person to carry out, if they were already a criminal anyway, especially if they were a good one, because they can seduce people and get people to do things because of their looks. That's who they like to use. But whoever he cloned and was using, they engage in very risky behavior that can cost them their lives, and they die easy. And that's the reason why they clone them, because they like that personality that they can control, that will work for them. But they die easy because they're willing to take risk, and they can't regulate their emotions. So they act out of emotion and do things. They'll shoot people and get into fights and stuff like that. Do you know how many clones are running around Atlanta, Georgia right now? That every other day, one of them shoots somebody or gets shot, and they never show them in the news. They never show their face. They never name who got shot. Some they do, but some of them they don't. Why? Because they know it's a clone, and they plan on bringing them right back. And that's why they don't tell you their identity. That's why they don't tell you their name. I know in some cases they have to let the family know first. Those are normal cases. But there are other cases wherein they are actual clones in certain areas, poor areas, where they experiment and play these types of games, the wealthy, okay? And when someone gets shot, or they shoot someone or does something out of emotion, because they can't control themselves, they just drag the body away and bring them right back because they're cloning them. So if you see them die on the news, they're going to wonder why that person is walking around the next day. So when you see the news in Atlanta, Georgia, in Detroit, in Chicago, and some of these other places, and they will not tell you who got shot. They will not release their identity ever, period. A lot of times it's because it's one of their clones that they're going to bring right back. So somebody didn't get what they expected, and now they're trying to avoid a tower, okay? Because somebody might have healed that is going to reverse an ending with somebody, and somebody's emotionally closed about it. All right, so I'm going to jump into the read to bring you clarity. Right, got it. They want me to talk about it real quick. Somebody's coming towards someone in my collective that was a part of this group. I don't know how they came to be. They could have been born into this. They could have been in foster care, or they could have just been introduced through their family, the people that raised them. However, this person got affiliated with this group, with these people, doing witchcraft, doing rituals. This person was supposed to do something against you for Elon Musk, okay, so that they could do this experiment with you. But when they saw the tactics that were being used on you that was so inhumane, nerve gas, energy weapons, death spells, having clones try to set you up to be kidnapped, sexually assaulted and beat, and this person knew that you didn't deserve any of that. Whoever this person is, they know you didn't deserve any of that. You didn't do anything wrong to anybody. But think of it like this. The original Christ child, Jesus. Think about how pure Jesus was, okay? And you don't have to be a Christian to understand what I'm talking about. He wanted to explain to people about reaching enlightenment, just like Siddhartha the Buddha, by having a heart chakra activation through love, empathy, and compassion. That was Jesus's whole message, period, point blank. Not to be judgmental. Jesus' whole message was a heart chakra activation, which is why they show you pictures of Jesus with that big red heart, and he's pointing upward like this, because he's talking about operating in the higher chakras versus the lower chakras, your higher nature versus your lower nature. So he had a pure spirit and a pure heart. He was talking about your chakras. He was talking about the lower and higher nature, your south node and your north node. And look what they did to him. These wicked, demonic ass people that were triggered by his light thought it would be funny to stick a fake crown because he was so pure that he earned the title, the Prince of Peace. They gave him a nickname. They nicknamed him the Prince of Peace because he was so full of love, empathy, and compassion. And to mock him, these demonic ass, karmic ass, unhealed people that didn't do any shadow work yet, still behaving like animals, said, oh, you a Prince of Peace? Well, a prince needs a crown. Get this 2-inch thorn crown we're going to make, and we're going to stick it in your skin until blood is running down your head, and we're going to mock you, and we're going to make fun of you. So if they did it to Jesus, you getting a break on what they doing to you with these energy weapons, is what I mean to say. You understand? These triggered demonic people, if they did it to Jesus back then when he was teaching people about the chakras the best way he could, okay, remember 2,000 years ago, trying to introduce this concept to people that ye are gods. Don't you know the things that I do, you're going to do greater things. Love and compassion, empathy and compassion, how to treat people, golden rule. You understand? Imagine trying to introduce this concept of the new age, which is love instead of blood sacrifice, manifesting abundance and prosperity through getting an alignment and balancing your masculine and feminine energy versus the patriarchal, strictly left brain thinking, only logical, which operates in predator mode. Okay? Instead, balance your divine masculine and feminine energy in the human being. And by balancing your masculine and feminine energy, it causes your chakras to come in alignment. And the feminine energy that gives you the creativity to find ways to manifest abundance and prosperity, it alleviates the need to do blood sacrifice to these deities anymore. That's the new age. That was the concept. So what they're doing to you with these energy weapons, nerve gas, is they're trying to force you back in the other direction into the dark ages to keep doing things the old way without doing the shadow work, because they are resistant to change. They are resistant to coming out of operating out of a strictly patriarchal mindset where you operate only out of logic, only out of a predator nature, only out of survival mode, no empathy and compassion, only out of straight logic, the masculine energy, the left side of your brain. When the age of Aquarius, we're supposed to be balancing the divine feminine energy. All men and women are supposed to be balancing the right side and the left side of their brain. That's the new age that they told you was the devil, that they said was Satan trying to come in the church. The new age is having empathy and compassion and balancing your feminine and masculine energy. So, the Ace of Swords here. There was somebody here that saw them treating you like they treated Jesus, is what I mean to say. Whoever this man is that initially was down with their program, he's walked away from these people because of their lack of humanity. And that's the person that wants to come toward you and bring you clarity about what was being done to you. Because he saw the lack of humanity. They were treating you just like they treated the Christ child. Siddhartha too. There were men that were warriors that were trying to take over land and territory that saw Siddhartha, the Buddha, which was a teacher of enlightenment, the same message as Jesus, okay? They saw him as a threat because he had followers. And all he was trying to do was open up the path to enlightenment to people to wake up, to go through a spiritual awakening. But because they were so low vibrational, just like people that are jealous of you all, they think it's a competition. And they get some weird competition going on in their mind that they're the only one in with you, and they start competing and coming against you. And until his 81st birthday, when he left his body, there were different types of people challenging him, sending people toward him to kill him, and coming towards him to try to take his life. But he was spiritually protected until his mission was over, because they felt threatened by him. Just like when you have like a jealous woman that has a secret competition going on in her head, and they see you as a threat, and you're not doing anything but operating out of your own pure authenticity, being yourself. And they start a competition with you, trying to compete with you, especially even with spirituality, which is not a competition. Spirituality is not something that you can compete with. It's not for competition. It's for enlightenment. It's for people that are operating out of their heart chakra, that truly believe in what they're doing, that were commissioned, that were knighted, that were chosen to do what they're doing. You don't get into spirituality as a popularity contest to become popular, to become seen for this type. It's not that type of career. You get into spirituality because you have a calling on your life. It's not something competitive like a hot dog stand, like a clothing store, like a sport that you play. Spirituality is for people that are called into it as healers, practitioners. You understand? It's not something for competition that you compete with. If someone is telling you you're competing with another pastor, you're competing with another preacher to see who can be the most popular, who can be selected, who is the most revered by the people, then that person is a false person, because this is not the type of thing that you do for popularity. This is the type of thing that you're called to do. It's in your blood. It's in your DNA spiritually. It's a calling on your life. There's a man coming towards somebody that did not and was not in agreement with them treating you the way they treated Jesus, by using energy weapons on you, the way they were, and nerve gas on you. And they just thought it was horrendous. And it made and caused them to go through an awakening spiritually and walk away from these people. And that's someone that wants to come towards you and give you clarity about what these people were doing to you. Okay? This man might have a Cancer placement in his chart. All right, what is the energy? Y'all like, dang, that was the whole reading. No, I'm about to get started. All right, what is the energy crown? So something is not going to go in someone's favor in court. And a doctor, a lawyer, and a whole bunch of other people that were connected to doing something to you are going to be exposed by association because of their connection to the person that was doing something to you. Everybody that is connected with irrefutable evidence through email, through text message, through legal documents that were written about you by professionals, court official in the reverse, all these people that are connected to this court case are going down. And they're stressed out. Somebody's in their thoughts about how their career is going to go away, and they're going to have to work a minimum wage job. Somebody's going to live in their car and drive for Amazon. There's nothing wrong with that. Only I would prefer, if I have to do that, to do it with a truck. What I would actually do, I'm sorry, y'all. I was watching somebody's YouTube this morning that was living in their car and driving for Amazon. And I was thinking about, if that was something I was doing, how I would do it. I don't know about y'all, but do y'all ever watch people with van life and stuff like that on YouTube? And you think about, like, okay, if I'm doing that, how you would do it or whatever. I would get a van. I would get an old van that runs really good with a good engine. If I couldn't afford that, I would get an SUV, because if you're not paying rent, whatever amount of money you spend in gas is still going to be a whole lot less than paying rent. So I would get an SUV. And I would have that thing laid out. I'd have like a twin size bed area where I sleep. And then I have my little cooking area. I might even take one row of seats out in the back. Then I'd have my cooler. I was just, I love watching those shows where people are like nomads, because I'm a free spirit and I like to move around a lot. I would not mind. I'm going to be honest with you. If I had to live in my car or live in a vehicle, I would want to have a Toyota Land Rover. No, Land Cruiser. Now, I'm sorry. I would do it in an old, real good running Toyota Land Cruiser. That's what I would do. I would get an old Land Cruiser that runs perfectly, but it's old. An old Toyota Land Cruiser. I would put all my money into making and replacing all the parts to make sure it was running perfectly, because those are the best. Toyota Land Cruiser. I would do my van life in a Toyota Land Cruiser. If I could get the old box shaped ones back in the day, even better. Yup. I would do my van life. And while I'm shuffling these cards, if you had to do van life, what kind of van or what kind of truck or SUV would you do it in? Put it in my comments. I'm just curious. Y'all can, if you had to do it, what kind of SUV or a car? My next choice would probably be like a Subaru hatchback. If I could only do a car, I would do it with a Subaru hatchback. All right, what are the messages? What's the energy crown in this read? What is the energy crown in this read? Please and thank you. Ooh, a Hermit. The fates, divine timing. Something could be divine timing. Someone could be Aquarius. Someone could be a Virgo. Somebody could have Aquarius and Virgo in their chart. I don't know. Gemini is here too. Okay. Somebody could be a teacher. The Lovers reverse. Someone is backstabbed and betrayed. The Nine of Swords to the Ten of Swords. Damn. Somebody's situation is just getting worse and worse and worse. Like somebody's mental health could be debilitating. And this might even be an air sign, and you're ruled ahead. This could be a Gemini. I don't know. I have Gemini here, and then I have the Ten of Swords and the Nine of Swords. So what I'm getting is somebody's mental health might be debilitating right now. Okay. This could be about a separation even. Okay. Because someone feels backstabbed and betrayed. Clarify the Hermit. Somebody might have orchestrated something and they're not happy with what they orchestrated. They reversed an ending to do something to you. So there's somebody that might have reversed an ending to do something to you. This person could be a Virgo or this Hermit energy. I do want to know what this Hermit energy is representing, but something could be happening in divine timing, which could be playing out right now in real time. Somebody might work for the government. We know that. Who's this Hermit energy, or what is this Hermit energy? Somebody name could be Rita, a hacker, a scammer, someone they were dating or entertaining, a judge. Your dad's side of the family. Okay, so somebody might be a judge. Somebody might be a judge. Somebody might be a prostitute. Somebody might be a hacker or a scammer. I want you to clarify. Somebody could be a Pisces, Cancer, or a Scorpio. I want you to tell me what this Hermit energy is. Somebody might be Mexican. Somebody might be your mother. Somebody's mother might be a Virgo. I see mother, father again. Clarify this Hermit. What is this Hermit energy representing? Somebody could be West African. Somebody could be somebody's father, aunt, uncle. Somebody could be in the CIA. Okay, really quick. We're going to clarify this Hermit. Somebody's a hacker, a scammer. Someone is Asian. They're business partners with someone in the CIA. Somebody is West African. Somebody's aunt, uncle, or father. Somebody is someone's stepmother. Somebody is someone's son. And this is a priest. There is remember earlier I told you there was a priest involved specifically. Somebody is a Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini. So that Lovers card was talking about a Gemini. Okay? So the Lovers card was talking about a Gemini who's mentally debilitating right now. So whoever this Gemini is, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, but the Lovers is why I'm saying Gemini. A Gemini is mentally debilitating right now. Okay. They might have worked together with a priest specifically. Somebody's son is involved. Somebody has a stepmother. Somebody has an uncle or an aunt or a mother or a father that might be working with the CIA. They might have been business partners with someone that's from West Africa. And there was a hacker, an Asian hacker, and the CIA. The Asian hacker might be Elon Musk energy that's coming out here. That Asian hacker might be Elon Musk energy. Okay. So that's this hermit energy that we're pulling on right now. Somebody's own mother might have agreed to allow their child to be used as an experiment, is what I'm hearing too. What's the obstacle? Okay, there's an Aquarius in this reading. All right, the star reversed, or someone's not healing from something. Okay, the obstacle is Elon Musk walked away. Like I said, here's the Chariot. Y'all know he's a Cancer, first beacon once again. And here's the Eight of Cups. So the obstacle is Elon Musk walked away. You were the investment. Okay, he was going to do an experiment on you and your energy, but something got balanced. Something got balanced here with this Temperance energy. Elon Musk pulled away from the people that he made this contract with, that he was going to pay to set you up, to harness your energy and to experiment on you. These people that are inhumane, okay, the Eight of Cups here and Elon Musk, the Chariot, okay. And now these people that committed crimes against you when they were trying to corner you, trying to get you into a position where you're vulnerable and they could force something to happen to you, so that Elon Musk could conduct his experiments. They're all under judgment right now for all of the people they paid money to in your environment to try to control you. Some of the things they did to you was actually illegal. And now Elon Musk ain't going to jail for it, but they are. See, let me explain to you. A GMC. Oh, yeah. Me, Toyota forever. Only Toyota. Never anything but Toyota Land Cruiser. That's it. I don't have one, but I would love to have one. I would love to have a Toyota Land Cruiser. But listen, Elon Musk ain't going to jail for a goddamn thing. Okay. But all these people that are these court officials in the reverse that broke the law, trying because they were promised large lump sums of money if they could help trap you. So if there was a lawyer that falsified some documents, if there was a doctor that falsified some documents in order to trap you, these are people that are going to go to jail and lose their practice because they broke the law. Okay? Elon Musk didn't get his hands dirty. You understand? Elon Musk didn't get his hands dirty. He just put it out there. Hey, if you can get me this person's energy spiritually by attaching a cord to them, by trapping this person in a toxic relationship with someone that will have regular access to them sexually, I'll pay you this amount of money. So that person went out and they contracted a whole bunch of people they started paying money to do stuff to you, to try to destroy your life so you'd be forced to be into a relationship that's toxic for survival. Elon Musk didn't break the goddamn law. They did. They did, trying to secure the bag by destroying your life financially so you'd be forced into a relationship with someone that they would be sending toward you to catfish you so that they could have sexual access to you. So now that Elon Musk has walked away from this deal, now everybody that was involved is going to jail or about to lose their license or their practice. What happened in the recent past, Holy Spirit? The Four of Wands reverse. Somebody could have got kicked out of house. The Four of Wands, or a community could be breaking up, or somebody could have gotten divorced, or somebody could be breaking up with somebody, or a community of people. Yeah, someone's divorcing somebody because they're unhappy. Somebody's divorcing somebody because they're unhappy with the results that they got with the Four of Cups here. It was a bad investment. It didn't turn out anything like what they thought it was going to turn out like. They didn't know Kuan Yin would be sitting on a platform as a siren, screaming at the top of her lungs to hell high come, and blasting every goddamn body that was a part of this shit. They didn't know Kuan Yin was going to be exposing Mrs. Potato Head at the NSA for watching, stalking, monitoring, and giving locations of divine beings to people that were gang stalking, GPS tracking, and following them. They didn't know Kuan Yin was going to be calling Elon Musk out the way she do. They didn't know that. They wasn't anticipating none of that shit to happen. So it didn't turn out anything like what they thought. They thought they was going to be right now with a banana up their ass on a beach in Jamaica and a coconut rum, drinking rum out of a coconut. Like this, right here. Where's it at? They thought right now they was going to be in the beach in Jamaica like this, y'all. Don't let them fool ya. Oh, no. We got a life to live. So go to hell. Think you're really alive. Bitch. Yo, they thought that their bank account was going to be full right now, and they was going to be laid up in a beach in Jamaica with Dexter right next to them, and they was going to be with something that looked just like this right here, drinking rum out of a coconut, but instead that's going to be you. Now, I don't know if you're going to Jamaica or if you're going to go to Kisumu Beach in Kenya or wherever you're going to go at, but you're going to go somewhere. Maybe you're going to go to Zanzibar. I don't know where you plan on going, but, it's not a good time to travel through the Middle East. Okay? So it didn't turn out the way they thought it was with the Seven of Pentacles here. I got the moon here. That's Cancer energy. Somebody might have Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio in their chart. This person no longer had the same energy as these people for what they were doing at all. And this person is going to bring you clarity about what they were doing with this magic. And because this person did not agree and was not in compliance with the way you were being abused and mistreated. That wasn't right. It was inhumane. Like what they did to Jesus, the Christ was so inhumane. It's become and taken away from the real understanding of how painful it had to be because it's been talked about so much. You know how sometimes you celebrate Christmas so long for so much that generations later, children don't even know what the hell Christmas was supposed to represent. Now, we know about the pagan holiday and we know all the different meanings. Okay, we get that. I'm making a point here. You know how things lose its meaning. And you know how in the church they talk about, they put a crown of thorn upon his head and then they reenacted and then, but people really, you don't really think about a 2-inch thorn. A 2-inch thorn is the size of my pointed finger here. My pointed finger. Imagine a thorn the size of my pointed finger. Imagine someone out of mockery making a real crown, a circular crown out of thorns the size of my finger, like a wreath that you would hang on the door of a house. And they're doing this to mock a man, and we know his name wasn't Jesus because the American alphabet did not exist back then. But there was a master teacher back then, just like the Buddha, and they were so triggered by his light and they wanted to hurt him and mock him that they made a crown of thorns. It really did happen. And they put it on his head and they pushed it into his skull. Not one thorn, many, all the way around his skull to hurt him. And then they made him carry the way they used to execute people. The meaning of a cross was something that they utilized to execute criminals. And imagine torturing torturing somebody that was innocent just because their light triggers your demons. Now imagine somebody using energy weapons on you and doing death spells on your heart and attacking you from outside and inside of your body. Imagine somebody setting you up to be implanted with the Neuralink technology that can release bolts of electricity to your heart and to the back of your brain to try to cause you an aneurysm and a heart attack. At the same time, you have multiple practitioners doing death spells on you all day and all night. You wake up to death spells, go to bed to death spells, consistently all day and all night, while being attacked from the inside of your body and the outside of your body, while someone is shooting you in the head with a goddamn energy weapon through your crown chakra and temple, while releasing nerve gas and blowing cigarette smoke over it under your door and in your windows. That's because your light triggered them. Your purity triggered them. You can't tell me that didn't happen to Jesus. You can't sit up here and tell me that did not happen to Jesus. We know the East African ascended master that mastered himself, just like Siddhartha the Buddha. They knew each other. They met up in school in India. He moved around a little between the age of 12 and 30. They were homeboys. So somebody has pulled back from helping these people to do magic. So whoever this person coming toward you is, they might have been like a magician, okay? But they pulled back from what these people were doing, okay? And from helping these people to orchestrate this against you because it was inhumane. And now things are not going in anyone's favor. And these people are about to get caught up. There's a Gemini who's losing her shit right now. It must be a woman. Now, I don't know how maybe your sister's connected to this group, whoever you are. Tell me more about the situation going on right now with someone's sister that worked with a priest to do a death spell on them. The cycle's over. I can't make it up. It's over now. I feel like that I can make it because the storm is over now. Because everyone is aware. Everyone is aware. Enlightenment. I can't make it up. Do you know the meaning of the world card? One of the meanings of the world card? One of the meanings of the world card is enlightenment. A completed cycle. That means whatever the lesson is that needed to be learned, that lesson was learned and mastered, which means you get to move forward and you're not stuck doing the same thing over and over and over again, getting the same results over and over and over again, like the snake swallowing its own tail, because you keep reincarnating over and over again because you're stuck in an illusion, because you didn't go through enlightenment, because you never balanced your masculine and feminine energy in order to have a heart chakra activation so that you could wake up to who your soul is versus the ego that you were born into as a human being on this plane in this lifetime, and realize you've been here for millions of lifetimes. And the purpose was to go through an awakening to your God self and realize you're only living in an animal body because you're in an illusion for evolution and for growth and for the experience to gain knowledge. Okay? So awareness and enlightenment. The hangman in the reverse talks about enlightenment, and the world card in the upright talks about enlightenment. So that's what's going on. It's a whole race of humans that are enlightened about the witchcraft. We're enlightened about the whole world being run by witchcraft. That's why it's being shifted into a new world order. That's why the government systems are becoming unraveled, because of this collective enlightenment. You see it? This is collective enlightenment. What's the most probable outcome right now for whoever this sister energy is I'm picking up on? Your sister got a priest to do a death spell on you. Okay, the Three of Swords reverse. You're healed from whatever these people are trying to do to you, and they can't move forward. The Chariot reverse. It's a missed opportunity to get this money from Elon Musk. And someone feels powerless right now. Somebody could have Leo and Cancer in their chart. Someone could have Leo, Cancer, and Gemini in their chart. Somebody wanted to get a judgment over you. So this could be an illegal conservatorship or guardianship, so that they could put you into a mental institution so that they'd be free. It'd be free reign on your DNA. And I just flipped over Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Somebody has a sister that either has, they have Gemini in their chart. Your sister has Leo in her chart, and she has a Cancer placement somewhere in her chart. Whoever this sister of yours is, she got a priest to do a death spell on you last night that did not work. So they're not going to get this judgment reversed. They're not going to get you into a position. They are not going to get you into a position where they can have some form of guardianship or control over you legally, so Elon Musk can do these experiments on you. And now everyone's enlightened about what's going on because QUAN got who got the biggest mouth in tarot? Who got the biggest mouth in tarot? QUAN how you want to carry it? Thunder, oh my God. Why did a bolt of lightning outside behind that? All right, hold on. I'm going to pull these cards for y'all. QUAN how you want to carry it? Ooh, a financially codependent relationship or marriage exists. Praise God. Let's get it. What are the messages? What are the messages? Holy Divine Spirit. Something's going on with someone's root chakra. So I opened the deck on root chakra. Okay. There's somebody in a financially codependent relationship or marriage that has a distorted root chakra. The root chakra has to do about your home, your safety. It has to do, what's it called? Maslow's pyramid. Is that theory? Somebody know what I'm talking about, okay? Maslow's triangle. This has to do with the root chakra. This has to do with, in order for a person to have a strong foundation to launch over, to be healthy and feel safe, they have to feel safe from harm physically. So that means you have a stable home where there are no physical threats against you. That means you have food on your table consistently coming in. And that means that, what's the third thing? It's safety, it's physical safety, having access to food, and emotional safety. You have to have loving, caring people that are responsible for you, that you feel safe around. And that is going to create a strong root chakra. The root chakra has to do with you feeling emotionally safe, safe meaning you know you're not going to starve to death. You know you're going to be provided for your food and shelter. Okay. Somebody has a distorted root chakra. So maybe something happened wherein they don't feel safe. They could have come from poverty, or they could have struggled, or maybe they had access to people when they were growing up that they didn't feel safe around, whether it's physically or emotionally or both. Okay. And this could have caused this person to get into some kind of a financially codependent relationship or marriage. Okay. Somebody might be shocked how mentally manipulative a person can be. What are the messages? Okay, it did a backflip. It fell on the floor. Hold on. There we go. I can't make it up. I don't know if this is your sister we're talking about here, but somebody was triggered by your look and your appearance, whether it's conservative or unconventional. Okay. It doesn't have to mean you look conservative, and it doesn't have to mean you're unconventional. It's your uniqueness. I should have been like uniqueness. It's something about the way that you carry yourself. It's something about the way you put yourself together. You might not be like anyone else. You might put yourself together in such a way that people admire the way you look because it's unique and it looks great and it looks nice, but there's no one else like you. No one else dresses and puts on the jewelry, the type of jewelry, the way you wear it, the clothing you wear. You might have your own style that's unconventional, but it identifies you, and you're the only one that's like you. And that might be triggering because people like and admire it. Or you could be very conservative. Maybe you're very reserved, and they like that about you. Whatever it is, someone is triggered by your appearance and by your look. Okay, so I might be picking up on your sister's energy again that worked with a priest to try to do a death spell on you, but take these messages as they resonate. What are the messages? Yo, I can't make it up. Here it is. Financially codependent, their back is stuck against the wall. Financially codependent and does not want to work. Okay. So I don't know. I was blackmailed and had to go along with it. Okay, so somebody connected to somebody is trying to tell you inheritance, money, or real estate. Okay, so this might have to do with being worried about being cut out of inheritance, money, or real estate. Somebody could have a sister that's financially codependent with their back against the wall. You might have a sister, or whoever this is, take it as it resonates. This could be other energy. Somebody is financially codependent because they don't want to work. Okay. The only reason their back is against the wall is because they prefer to get married to working. And there's nothing wrong with that. If you want to start a family with someone out of love, because you want to be the divine feminine and operate as the divine feminine in a family unit and raise beautiful children, or just have a beautiful family with or without children, there's absolutely no shame in that at all whatsoever, because that's what I wanted for my life at one point, because I know I'm a good mother and I love being a woman. Okay. But if you just want to get married because you don't want to work and you have children just because you don't want to work, and that's your own if your sole reason for getting married and having children is so that you don't have to worry about getting a job and working, then you're going to get stuck with your back against the wall and things might not work out the way you want and you may not end up being happy. So whoever this energy I'm talking about, they are financially codependent, but they got into the situation they're in only because they didn't want to work. They didn't want to have to get a job and get out here and do it like everybody else. And that's the reason that they got married. And that's the reason now they feel like they're trapped. Okay? And again, no shade to women that get married and become housewives. We need that. We need women nurturing in the home, taking care of the children, and creating a strong foundation and being there physically for the family to hold their families together in the home. And there's nothing wrong with the women that are out in the workplace either. Either way, whatever you decide to do as a divine feminine, it's fine. But as a woman, there are things that you're able to do that men are not able to do. Okay? So we do need strong families and strong communities. And some women's energy is best served when you can be the foundation of the family, meaning with your energy, with your intuition, with your creativity, by nurturing and holding the foundation and the home together of a strong family. That is the foundation of a strong community. Having women in the house, holding the house together, is the foundation of strong communities. Okay? So, but we're talking about somebody that got married and got their back against the wall because they just didn't want to do no work. This is a workplace situation. There's something here about a workplace situation. They want to date and get to know you. So somebody could have worked at a job where somebody could have proposed something to them. Okay, let's talk about this triggered energy. Let's get into this. I would never, ever, 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 third eye, I would never berate a woman for any position in society that she performs. Not with all that intuition. Shoot, the women are the one that came up with the damn concept and ideology for the CIA. Baby, you can't tell me nothing about no goddamn CIA. Of course, the women are the CIA. How do you think they be finding these men, these dumbass men cheating and find out everything they try to hide women's names under Unk in their phone? Yeah, they the CIA. Women is the CIA. Why you walk in this house different like that? You ain't never humming that song before. Your energy is different. Whose energy are you carrying? Wow, you crazy. She ain't crazy. Women are intuitive as hell. Women are intuitive. Women feel energy more. They tap into energy more because women give birth. They carry children. So the intuitive function has to be able to sense what the children need before they formulate a language where they can speak and say what their needs are. Women have to be able to read the baby's mind, read the baby's vibration. They have to be able to read their energy. They have to read the vibration of the cry, the tone, the sound that's coming out of the baby. You know, you have to be able to read energy, read tone, read vibrations, all of that. You understand? Because the baby can't talk. The baby can't talk for almost 2 years before they can speak a language and say what their needs are. So yeah, you have to be psychic, intuitive as a woman to read energy, read expressions, every expression, to feel the energy. You understand? So yeah, women came up with the CIA. You goddamn right. They are the CIA agents of the world, the 3D world. Women are the CIA agents. Women, the reason women beef a lot of times is because women are silently communicating with each other. Just like cats will turn around and lift their tail and toot and boot up their bunkie to each other. If you notice, female cats, they'll lift their bunkie up. When they see another cat, they'll turn around and lift their butt in the air, and then the other cat will lift their butt in the air and turn it around. That's exactly how women be acting. When women all come together in a room, women communicate with each other telepathically, through energy, through expressions, through body movements, through eye rolls, through eye contact, through side eye. Women literally can carry on a whole beef and conversation without one word coming out of their mouth, just through body language, energy, side eye, the way they move their mouth in different directions, the slight tilt of the neck and head, shoulders, and the turning the shoulder to the side and throwing a purse on the shoulder. Women can carry on a whole goddamn beef without one word coming out their mouth. Because we're energetic. We're energetic. We communicate with each other through body language, energy, telepathy. Men are more physically expressive. Okay, tell me about I want to know about this person that's triggered by your look, appearance, conservative or unconventional. Matter of fact, I need to know what's going on with this person. Give me a minute. Claire, I want you to tell me about this person. Clarify triggered by your look, appearance, whether you're conservative or unconventional. Who is this person that's triggered by your look, appearance, conservative or unconventional? You want me to do that 3 more times? Okay. They said to do this. Give me a minute, y'all. They want me to do this. Who is this person that's triggered by your look, appearance, conservative or unconventional? Yes. Clarify. Triggered by your look, your appearance, conservative or unconventional. Who is this? All right, the person that was blackmailed. So this is the person that was blackmailed and went along with it because they have unhealed trauma from childhood verbal and emotional abuse. Why they project. That's why. So somebody that's triggered by your look and your appearance, that person, they were blackmailed by somebody to go along with doing something against you. And they went along with it because they're unhealed. They went through some kind of trauma that had to do with being verbally abused and emotionally abused. And that's why they're projecting. I'm not giving them an excuse, but that's what happened here. Okay. And they're weak-willed. Whoever this person is, they have a very weak will. Okay, they might have a weak solar plexus. Okay, I have love here. Okay, and then I have love bomb. This might have to do with love. Maybe they felt like they got love by being obedient and going along with something. Maybe it made them feel loved. Wisdom, or they might feel like you're very wise. You have a lot of wisdom. This person is strong-willed and powerful. Okay, so this could mean that this person might see you as being strong-willed, powerful, wisdom, and somebody could have love bombed them, or someone that they thought was strong-willed, powerful, and had wisdom could have love bombed them, because this person is weak-willed, that was blackmailed over here, that has unhealed trauma. They might feel like somebody that had wisdom may have love bombed them to do this to you. Okay, so this could be someone in your family. All right, let's go. Tell me about what happened. What's the energy crowning this? Read what happened with this financially codependent person that did not want to work. Okay, it's something going on with them right now in real time. Okay, Six of Cups reverse. So something's going on in real time right now. It's something being moved forward, or you're still moving forward. They did do something against you, but something could be being moved forward right now in real time. And somebody might be about to do something very quick and strategic. What's being moved forward? Tell me, what's the six? All right, something that someone's working on. Okay, I have the Eight of Pentacles here. Somebody might be working on something. Somebody is working on something, and somebody could be trying to emotionally manipulate and gaslight somebody to do some magic. Okay, somebody is begging. Somebody's begging somebody to do some magic. What happened with this workplace situation? What? Okay. Child, I got all these other cards. It's time to damn use them. Talk to me about this workplace situation in the past. What was this workplace situation in the past, Holy Spirit? What was this workplace situation in the past? What happened with a workplace situation in the past? The name of this deck, really quick. I always tell the name of my decks. This is called the Cozy Witch. What happened by Amanda Lovelace? What happened with this workplace situation? Please and thank you. Tell me about this workplace situation. Somebody was disheveled by something that happened in a workplace situation. Okay. Somebody might have met up with somebody at night from work. Tell me about this workplace situation. Good Lord. The Knight of Cups in the reverse. Okay. This could even be a water sign here. The Six of Pentacles in the reverse. Every blessing you give will eventually be returned to you. Okay. But in reverse, somebody could have, something was not an equal exchange. Okay. Somebody was not giving to somebody. I have the Patient Witch 12. Learn to get comfortable with sitting whenever necessary. Learn to get comfortable with sitting whenever necessary. Six of Cups. So somebody was very comfortable with, give yourself the compassion you were never given before. Somebody didn't have the same energy for somebody. Something was not an equal give and take with somebody that somebody was working with. Okay, but somebody could have been giving somebody some kind of energy or attention that they might have needed. Okay, And I have the strength card in the reverse. It takes great strength to be soft. Okay. But it's in the reverse. Maybe somebody might have Leo in their chart, or this person might have felt powerless to somebody that might have been giving them some kind of energy or compassion or something that they were not receiving before. The Page of Swords. Somebody that was communicating with somebody to take quick action. The Knight of Swords. Be ambitious and chase your every dream. Somebody was researching something. Somebody was researching something. They were reading and studying a whole lot of occult things, possibly, and they were taking very quick action. They could have been doing this with somebody that they were working with that they didn't have the same energy for, but they could have been giving this person some energy that they needed, love bombing them. Got it. There's somebody here that was love bombing somebody based on whatever their childhood wounds are or whatever's going on with them in order to get a certain type of energy out of them. Interesting. What was the obstacle? What was the obstacle with this workplace affair? What was the obstacle with this workplace affair? This is a workplace situation. Okay. Maybe they started to date this person by giving them some attention, but they really didn't have the same energy for them. I heard somebody might be an entrepreneur. In addition to their job, they're an entrepreneur or something like that. Tell me more. All right. I can barely see. This looks like the Nine of Wands. Somebody was the wounded warrior. Somebody went through a lot. They could have lost a lot of weight even. Somebody did a whole lot for somebody. I feel like somebody might have gone very far and did a whole lot for a person that they thought had the same energy for them. The Ace of Wands is here, and I have the Nine of Wands here. Somebody could have been doing so much for someone that they were neglecting their own health, their own self-care. They might have even lost a lot of weight at one point. I feel like somebody might have lost a lot of weight because they were neglecting themselves, because somebody was giving them attention in a workplace and they were taking action on this person's behalf. But now the Four of Wands reverse. They might have broken up with this person. Okay. The Five of Cups, because this person could have caused their emotions to go up and down and up and down and up and down. It could have caused them to be depressed. Yeah, with that Five of Cups. They might have even started neglecting their looks. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. Yeah, whoever this person is, they look like they let themselves go. They look like they completely let themselves go. No comb hair, whatever they're wearing, they're dirty. Yeah, whoever this person is, this Five of Cups, somebody let themselves go because they started neglecting their own emotional self-care and maybe even their own hygiene and taking care of themselves, because they were so focused on taking action of someone for a little bit of energy that they were giving them. Okay, that's what I'm picking up on. And that can happen sometime when you don't put yourself first and you have an overactive heart chakra. Sometimes you can do more for another person than you're doing for yourself. And this can happen when you are unhealed from issues that could be surrounding your self-esteem, insecurities, abandonment issues, wanting to feel accepted, things of that nature. It could leave you, any unhealed wound that you have, any part of your shadow self that you have not healed yet, it leaves you susceptible to people manipulating and abusing that part of you. So whoever this person is, somebody might have used that for somebody. maybe somebody wanted to be accepted by somebody, and this person might have given them the little bit of energy they needed, or validation that they needed to feel whole at the time. And that kept this person going and doing something for them. Okay. What is, they wanted to date and get to know you. But I feel like whoever this person is, they just wanted something. This person was taking action on their behalf. And this person might have trapped this person in such a way to control their self-esteem. This might be like someone that, like a narcissist, they reward you with attention. They reward you by validating you. If you're not self-validated and you don't create your own confidence from within in knowing who you are and the skills that you possess, then you're going to need that validation from somewhere else. Whoever this person is, they were giving this person some form of validation. They would reward them with validation, okay, every time they did something for them. But they were not pouring into them the same energy that they thought they promoted to have when they initially love bombed them. Okay, the Ace of Cups. Yeah, somebody might be overly emotional, or somebody might have been drowning in their emotions about something. Okay, the Queen of Wands. So this is someone that's very attractive. This is someone that's very attractive that gets a lot of attention. Okay, and somebody might have been overly in their emotions about someone that gets a lot of attention, that could have been controlling them. But they use their looks and sex, possibly, or their energy as a control tactic, and then was breadcrumbing this person attention just to keep them interested so that they would do things and do work for them. All right. And this person's no longer stuck. The Nine of Swords in the reverse. Now someone's not stuck anymore. Someone is not stuck anymore, and they're rejecting this person now with the Two of Cups in the reverse. Okay? Somebody might have found out that this person was celebrating with someone else, an Emperor in the reverse. This could be an Aries energy, Amun Ra. Yeah. Somebody rejected, somebody was playing them against another person. So there's somebody here, a trickster in the workplace, that needed somebody's help to do something. So they started giving this person attention, flirting with them. They may have slept with them or had some kind of relationship with this person, but it was a manipulation tactic just to get them to do things for them. And they watched this person and found out they were having an affair and celebrating with someone else here, an older person, could be an Aries or any other sign. And they were breadcrumbing them attention just to keep them going and to keep them in their emotions. And because this was the it person, someone that everybody likes, everyone looks at because they're attractive, they felt like that person would appreciate the validation. And until this person stood in their own confidence and power and realized they didn't need an attractive person to validate how great they were great within their own right. That's when that person healed and did not need validation from this person anymore. And they stopped helping this person. Okay, so this is someone that, a Queen of Wands, could be a fire sign that uses their looks to get people to do things for them. Okay, now what happened with this? I was blackmailed and had to go along with it. Someone now is trying to avoid a tower or disaster. Somebody is saying that they were blackmailed by somebody. The Two of Swords reverse. Because somebody either saw something or was aware of something. A Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Somebody was aware of something. They got clarity of what somebody was. They got clarity that somebody wasn't it. Somebody was an empty vessel. They didn't have the right energy or skill or something. The Nebehet, the High Priestess in the reverse. Yeah, somebody, a kitchen witch. The High Priestess in the reverse is a kitchen witch with a low IQ. Somebody was aware that somebody was a kitchen witch with a low IQ that just used sex and their looks for everything. Okay. That was emotionally trying to blackmail somebody to do something. They might have been contracted or the devil. This person might have had them stuck under karmic control due to a lack of discipline to like sex or a way of thinking wherein they were emotionally codependent for validation or whatever. They had a stuck way of thinking, some kind of addiction or obsession or something. The devil talks about addictions. Addictions can be being addicted to a way of thinking that's toxic sometime, or it's Capricorn energy. Okay, somebody's having an ego death here because they missed an opportunity now. This could be a Capricorn too that missed an opportunity. The 10 of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, yeah, they missed an opportunity because they don't have the right energy for something. There's a Capricorn that didn't get what they were expecting. Okay, who's this person in the financially codependent marriage? The Eight of Swords. Somebody that's stuck. Look at this. I don't know if you can see this picture. I said, who's this person in a financially codependent marriage? And look at this woman. Look, she got handcuffs on. Maybe she can't even leave the house. So the Eight of Swords. There might be a woman here in a financially codependent marriage where she got chains on because she needs the money. The Knight of Pentacles reverse, because she's shallow. So she don't, okay, because she's addicted to a certain type of lifestyle and having access to certain materialistic things. So the only reason she's in a financially codependent marriage with this Four of Pentacles is because she's a King of Pentacles reverse. She's shallow, superficial, and she obsesses about materialistic things. So that means she can get a job, but she doesn't want to be laughed at by everybody by the kind of car she drives or the clothing she can no longer afford. This is someone that's shallow and superficial that will be in a marriage she don't want to be in to maintain a lifestyle so she can look a certain type of way. What did all this have to do with inheritance? What does this have to do with inheritance, money, or real estate? What does it clarify? Inheritance, money, or real estate? Clarify inheritance, money, or real estate. Clarify inheritance, money, or real estate. What is inheritance, money, or real estate? Drive slow, homie. Might meet some hoes, homie. I don't know why I'm hearing that old Kanye West lyric. Drive slow, homie. Might meet some hoes, homie. What does this have to do with inheritance, money, or real estate? All right, let's get into it. Somebody might have been getting divorced. Maybe they got married to somebody. What does this have to do with inheritance, money, or real estate? All right, the high priest or the high priestess in reverse. So this might be someone that does some form of magic, spell work, a practitioner in reverse. They might do dark magic. And it's crossing here with the Empress. Somebody could be a Libra or any other sign. The Seven of Wands in reverse. They can't justify what they did. Okay, the Seven of Swords. They were trying to help somebody to get away with something. So somebody got a spiritual practitioner in the reverse, the empress that came out sideways. Maybe they were doing this to an empress. Okay. They couldn't defend their actions because they were trying to get away with something. The Tower. And now someone's trying to avoid a tower or disaster. The Nine of Wands reverse, because they can't recover from whatever this is that they tried to do. Somebody might be a Libra, okay, that hired a practitioner, okay? This could be a Libra man or woman. I have the Page of Swords. Somebody might have done something with some communication or information. The Six of Wands, so that somebody could move forward with something. Tell me about this Page of Swords. What is this information? Talk to me about this Page of Swords. The Page of Swords is talking about information. This is information about a Ten of Pentacles. Okay, this is the Ten of Pentacles right here. The Ten of Pentacles might be talking about inheritance, money, or real estate. Who is this inheritance, money, or real estate supposed to go to? Who is this inheritance, money, or real estate supposed to go to? Most likely whoever you are. The Hermit in reverse. Okay? So the Hermit in reverse. This could be a Virgo, or this could be coming from a Virgo, a Hermit energy, or somebody that was supposed to be depressed, sad, alone, self-loathing, or something like that. A Virgo, or someone is a Virgo. Okay. So there might have been some inheritance money that was supposed to go to a Virgo. So I don't know if someone has a family member that is a Virgo. This could be a Virgo father, mother, grandmother, whoever. There was inheritance money that was supposed to go to a Virgo. Okay. And then I have the Knight of Wands here. So somebody got in gear and got in action. The Page of Wands reversed. I have the Knight of Wands here and the Page of Wands here. So somebody got in action to do something very quickly to try to steal this inheritance money from a Virgo, because they were disappointed and sad about something. Wow. Interesting. So whoever I'm talking to, there was some money that was supposed to go to a Virgo, and somebody was not happy with the way this money was allocated to go toward this Virgo. So they got in gear in this Page of Wands energy to do something to this Virgo, so the money, I guess, could come to them instead, and they could move to calmer waters with the Six of Swords. And what was the obstacle with this Virgo energy? So they got somebody, let me see. So that must be the person that was blackmailed and went along with doing something to a Virgo. Now I have the Moon here. Somebody could be a Cancer. The Three of Swords reverse. Somebody might have healed from something. The Queen of Wands reverse. Somebody, a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, somebody might have healed from something that a Queen of Wands tried to do to them. There's a water sign here now. This is the Moon card, which represents Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. And the Three of Swords reverse. And then the Queen of Wands, it didn't even belong in this deck. So this could be like a family I'm talking about. And this Queen of Wands reverse, this is someone coming from a different deck or a different culture. Because it's coming from this deck and I'm in this deck. This Queen of Wands is from outside the family. Somebody left inheritance money or real estate to a Virgo, and somebody got in gear to do something against that Virgo. And then after that, they got Queen of Wands reverse from outside the family to do something to someone that has water in their chart. So I'm guessing that the moon card represents someone that someone wanted to either hide or get rid of, and they hired someone maybe to date you, whoever you are. This is someone outside the family that was supposed to seduce you. So maybe this Hermit in reverse is representing a parent or a grandparent of yours that was left an inheritance or some money or a house. Whoever this Virgo Hermit in reverse is, and somebody didn't want this Virgo to have it, and you must be, or the Hermit in a reverse is someone that could have been depressed. And maybe you were next in line. You were next in line for this inheritance or money. You could have a heavy water placement in your chart. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. You were next in line for this inheritance. So someone got in gear by trying to catfish you with the Queen of Wands reverse. That could be a man or a woman. But whatever that person tried to do to you, you healed from it. The Five of Cups reverse. And then the Ace of, it was a missed opportunity to make you sad and depressed. Somebody wanted to make you sad and depressed by catfishing you with someone because this was going to lead to some kind of a trap they were trying to get you in with this Judgment in the reverse right here. So somebody had set a trap for you because you were next in line to receive an inheritance that a Virgo or a Hermit in the reverse was supposed to receive. So I don't know if this person is still alive or this Virgo could have died or something like that. Okay. Yeah, the Knight of Pentacles reverse is talking about some kind of orchestration here. Someone was orchestrating something because somebody was in line to receive some inheritance and they got that person out the way. And then the Moon card, somebody wanted to hide you, or you have a water placement in your chart. Somebody wanted to get you out the way next because you were next in line for this inheritance. They got the first person out the way, and now they wanted to get you out the way next. And whatever they did to you, it had to do with catfishing you with someone that was supposed to date you and hurt you and make you depressed, so that when they did whatever they had to execute against you, they'd be able to get some kind of judgment to go in their favor. But this judgment did not go in their favor. And what's going on right now in the present? Right now, something's coming toward you. The Four of Wands and the Eight of Wands. Yeah, there you go. Look at all these wands. Maybe even in the springtime. And it is going into spring, and we all know wands represent the spring. So something, the Eight of Wands, something could be coming toward you or happening for you very quickly. And this might have to do with this inheritance. Okay, with the Four of Wands, someone might be coming toward your home, wherever you live at, to bring you information or news about this inheritance or this house. There you go. All right, real quick. I was reading from Ask a Witch. Okay. This is another tarot deck that I have. Now that I've unpacked all my things, I can put my hands on them again and start looking through this and utilizing everything. Oh, again. Haha. Yeah, something's coming towards you very quickly. Final message. Holy Divine Spirit, please give me a final message. Cards falling out my hands. Can we shuffle these again while you're dropping the cards? Oh, clarity. Okay, this has to do with the person coming to give you clarity, because they're making these cards drop all out my hands. They kicked somebody out their energy already. So somebody might have hired a high priestess in the reverse to do something to you that they couldn't justify. So somebody might have done something illegal to you. If they were doing magic and the magic was not working on you, they can't justify the next step that this high priestess in the reverse took against you. It's like somebody was hired as a spiritual practitioner, say to bind you spiritually, and to so that you can't move. Let's say someone that knew that you were next in line for some inheritance, that somebody that could have been in depression was left, or this could be a Virgo that was left this inheritance and you were next in line. And they didn't want you to get it. So they hired a spiritual practitioner to stop you, to trap you. And the spiritual practitioner that they hired, the spell work wasn't strong enough to trap you. So the spiritual practitioner came to your house with a gun and tried to break it and shoot you with a gun. It's like that. Basically, that's what I'm trying to tell you. Okay? Where they do that at? That spiritual practitioner is not going to get no more work from nobody, because now you done committed a crime in the physical, and people going to be scared to recruit or pay them for any work, because they're going to be like, no, you're going to get me in jail. You're going to get me in trouble. I hired you to do magic, and you salty because your magic didn't work, so you went to the person's house with a gun. That's going to come back to me. That's exactly what it is, though. You said your feet were burning orbital elements. Oh, baby, let me tell you something. When I was trying to escape out of Atlanta, Georgia, because my family was trying to have me killed, child, when I was like getting the stuff to put on my container to ship to East Africa, and I was doing the last minute stuff before I was going to leave Georgia for good, child, they had a Spanish cult of people that were following me everywhere I went, as I went to different stores to get things, to load my car even onto the container. I had to go to the store in Fayetteville, Georgia, to buy these, the thing, a ramp that you could drive the car onto the container, whatever. So nonetheless, they had them following me, a cult they hired, and they were Hispanics, okay? And what they were doing was they were doing root work on me. And every time I got to a store or location where I had to buy something or handle a transaction in my preparation to leave the country, they would pull into the parking lot of whatever store I was in, and they would do spell work to cause my foot to have a Charlie horse and cramp up to where I couldn't even walk. And they were following me everywhere I went and doing that, literally, while I was trying to get away. And then they would try to do a death spell on me real fast. I am not bullshitting. I'm not bullshitting. I'm not sure what they were. I had different nationalities that they were hiring, doing all kind of different witchcraft on me. They had Venezuelans, Mexicans, they had Haitians, they had Dominicans, Puerto Ricans around me. Child, they were bringing practitioners from all ends of the world. Filipino, they had this Filipino woman that I had to spiritually yank up, and she lost her mind and went crazy for getting too close to my damn house. Child, listen to me. When they had an Indonesian on my ass. Child, they hired practitioners from every race and every damn culture. Child, they sent this man from Ghana. They sent a man from Ghana to my house to try to put some work on me. Child, but when they had them Spanish people, literally, they had a Cuban in my neighborhood doing work on me. When they had them following me from store to store, trying to stop me from selling my house and getting out of Georgia, it was like I was being chased. They were bold about it too. They would pull up in the car in every parking lot I went to, the same car, and it was a whole group of them, and they would literally be doing shit to cause me to have a Charlie horse so I couldn't drive my car. Like everywhere I tried to go and move, like spiritual gang activity going on in Georgia. Straight up spiritual gang activity going on, child. Got spiritual gangs chasing you and throwing magic at you. Child, if I told you some of the stuff, they had one bitch in the house next door she built something out of wood, and then put a big cross on it, and then she planted something in the ground. She planted something in the ground, some kind of plant that she was using to do witchcraft on me. And bitch, I went outside in the middle of the night with my holy oil, and I threw that shit on that plant. And she came running out the house, mad as shit. I said, "What, bitch?" And she just had a dumb smile on her face. She didn't speak no English. But as soon as I have my own prayer oil. As soon as I went out in the middle of the night and I took my oil and I poured that shit all over that plant that she had out there, and she couldn't hear me in the middle of the night. She woke up because them spirits woke her up and told her what I was doing. Basically, she felt it. When I poured my oil on that goddamn plant, she felt it and got up and came running outside. Child. Final message, Holy Spirit. Final message, child. They play too much. That heifer made a big wooden cross and nailed it to my fence. And I went out there with an axe and chopped it down and poured my oil on that too. Child, I was in warfare. Y'all don't even know. I was literally in spiritual warfare and battle. Not with one person, a whole bunch of people. There was a whole family of Mexican penguins across the street from me that was spiritually attacking me with the kids and everybody. All of them was the same height. The mother, the father, and the 10-year-old kid and the 8-year-old. All of them was the exact same height. I used to post every time I did a return to sender, and the ambulance came and took her son out, and then she turned around and started doing the magic again. Yo, I get to make fun of you and your culture if you did a death spell on me. I don't care what race you are. I'm not prejudiced. But if you did a death spell on me, I'm going to make fun of your ass. And okay, you tried to kill me. Bitch, I'm going to make fun of the fact that you and your whole entire family is all 5 foot, including your kids. You and your kids are all the same height at the age of 10. Walking out the house like penguins, throwing all that goddamn black magic at me. I ain't even do nothing to y'all. I was nice. I tried to be friendly with y'all. Somebody was doing something to your mailbox. I took a picture and I showed it to you, because I'm trying to be a nice neighbor. And you do a death spell on me? Family of penguins. Yeah, I made fun of them. After that. Final message. They look like happy feet walking in the house with their hands at their side. All of them, all 4 of them, after doing a death spell on me. All them goddamn rosaries. Final message, Holy Spirit. And then they got the Dominicans on me. Child, they got the Dominicans on me after that. Child, I'm serious. Oh, child, they got some Colombians from California to come in and do some magic on me too. Child, they had people from... Child, they was getting gangster with me spiritually in Georgia, child. The Page of Pentacle reverse. Okay, there's a narcissist. There's somebody here, a karmic, that wanted to win at all costs or wants to win at all costs. They're trying to get away with some kind of crime or something they're trying to do. But it's too risky, whatever they were trying to do for this Queen of Wands reverse. Somebody might maybe offer them sex in exchange for doing something to you. They might have reversed an ending. They might have reversed an ending with the Libra and with an Aries to orchestrate something. Okay, so they reversed an ending, but because a prostitute energy is not getting a new start. So someone reversed an ending with somebody, an Aries and a Libra. The 10 of Pentacles reverse, because they're losing all their money. They're losing all their money. And someone might not be healing now from something, or this is an Aquarius right here. And they're unable to move forward now. Give me one final card to end this read. Yeah, these demons, they keep on coming until they die. Because these demons, they just stay demon. They're going to demon to their death. Demon and diseases, they gonna demon till they die. And let them demon till they die. Oh, these demons, they just gonna keep coming at you. Even when they have an eye hanging out the socket and one of their legs are dead, but they didn't get it amputated yet. So they dragging one leg and they got the other eye hanging out the socket like the zombies they are, and they broke and hungry, but they still keep coming toward you with the one arm. That's how they are. Like, when are you going to give up? Have you ever seen a zombie give up? Have you ever seen the zombies give up? No. The zombies with their blue and gray skin, even once a zombie has blue and gray skin and they're dead, and they're looking real bad, they still come toward you, and they just keep coming toward you. And that's what's going on here. This Aquarius, this Libra, this Aries, this prostitute, they keep coming towards you because they're dead. One final card to end this read for the dead. A Knight of Cups. Somebody is not happy about these people that keep coming towards you. Could be a water sign, that they're stressing out. A Knight of Cups, or about the destructive energy that these people are in. Okay. Or this could be a friend of theirs. Or this could just be a friend. The Four of Wands reverse. Someone is sad and they're in this destructive energy because someone broke up with them. They don't want to be a part of their group anymore, and someone broke up with them. And they're sad and upset because of that, okay? So somebody that used to be friends with these people and cool with these people, they're not anymore because something's getting balanced out. The Lover's reverse. So the person that was not in agreement with the inhumane treatment that these people were serving to you when you're innocent, that person, these people, they're upset and triggered because somebody is going and turned their life around and they're going in a different direction. Somebody developed empathy and compassion. And, you know, a zombie is pissed off when they lose the dead to the undead. Like, where are you going? You a zombie too. No, I've turned back into a human. Or I've come back to life and my heart is beating now and I can feel, you know. And they're like, no, you don't get to feel. We want you to live here in the land of the dead. Hold on, let me put my eye back in the socket. We want you to stay here with us in the land of the dead. You know, somebody separated in a partnership, a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio, and they're upset about it because they used to celebrate with this person when they were trying to get this judgment, and they want them to change their mind, but they're not. They're going to balance something with this Temperance energy. Guys, I'm Kuan Yin, and this is I Have No Cut Cards Tarot. The end. How long? Ooh, child, 2 hours and 37 minutes. Good Lord, I didn't mean to do it. Didn't mean to do it. Nah, baby, not going to be able to do it. Running from your life. Running from your wife. All right, so I'm going to say a prayer today for generational curses. I think at the beginning of the reading, I was talking about that. This is to help break generational curses, okay? We want to break generational curses, amen? I show gratitude for my collective of the highest vibration of love. I show gratitude for the favor and the protection over my life that comes with being in alignment and having a heart chakra activation. I show gratitude for complete restoration to my health, to my finances, energetically, spiritually, emotionally. I show gratitude for my ancestors and my guides and my ascended masters that came before me, that helped protect and look out for me. I show gratitude for the Most High God, Yeshua. Eow. I show gratitude for Christ, Jehovah. I show gratitude for earth, wind, and fire. both the elements and the group, baby. I show gratitude for each and every planet that God has set in place, however you define God, that has unique energies and vibrational frequencies, that when we echo out the vowel that resonates with the specific planet and that vibration in different orders, to echo out the names of God based on the vowel sounds that those planets have, that all of our prayer requests get granted. Oh, Holy One, the sun that sits at the head of Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, the moon, Mercury, Venus, love, attraction. Right now, I command every witchcraft-inspired warfare over my money and my finances cease right now in the name of Jesus. I command every witchcraft-inspired warfare over my finances. I command you to cease right now in the name of Jesus. Jupiter. Right now, I command every witchcraft-inspired warfare over my energy, over my spirit, over my relationships. I command you to cease right now in the name of Yahweh, Yeshua, Christ, Jehovah. Cease right now. I command you to cease right now. Jeremiah 46:17 states, for this day the Lord God of hosts, a day of vengeance, that I may be avenged of my adversaries, and the sword shall devour them, and it shall be made satiate and made drunk with their blood. Break every bow and cut every spear. They did cry there. Pharaoh, king of Egypt, is but a noise, and he has passed the time appointed. Every enemy known and unknown, seen and unseen, in this village where I live, in my life, in my energy field, in my collective, every enemy, known and unknown, seen and unseen, I command you to expire by fire right now, in earth and on the heavenly planes. Every enemy, expire right now. Every enemy, I command you, every pharaoh of my life, I command you to expire in motion right now. Expire right now. Let the lying lips be put to silence, which speak grievous things, proudly and contemptuously against the righteous. Silence the tongue of every campaign of calamity against me, and silence the tongue of those chanting witchcraft against me. Every war strike, every scorch of tongue, every war caused by tongue of man right now, be silent in the name of Christ Jehovah. Let me not be ashamed, O Lord. I have called upon thee. Let the wicked be ashamed, and let them be silent in the grave. Whosoever will enter coffin and sleeps with the dead, or worships the dead, or watches the dead, to wage war against me, in the name of Christ Jehovah, be silent. Silence in the darkness. Silence in the grave. Silence right now. Silence your tongue right now. Whatsoever ye shall bind in earth is bound in the heavens, and whatsoever ye shall loose in earth is loosed in heavens. Right now, I bind and silence every tongue, tied, knot, and bound in earth and in heaven that's chanting witchcraft against me. I bind your tongue right now. In the name of Christ Jehovah, Yeshua, let the wicked be silent in the grave. Let my enemies be silent in the darkness. Silence in the grave. I command every lying, chanting tongue to be tied, knotted, binded, and bound up in earth and on the heavenly realms right now, and every marine kingdom. Silence! I bind every tongue right now speaking and chanting witchcraft against me. Be silent! I command you. Silence! I decree and declare. Be silent in the darkness. Silence right now. I command you. Silence your tongue right now. I command every witch and warlock, I decree and declare, every witch and warlock, astral projecting into my environment, hook their horses and split their tendons so they can be immobilized right now. I command every witch and warlock, astral projecting into my environment, let their silver cord be cut off. Let my ancestors, my ascended masters, my angels and my guides cut off their sea backwards, cause their airplane and Merkaba to crash, malfunction, and cause their death right now. Let every witch and warlock flying or crawling in my environment, let them fall down and die, break, bend, and twist every wing, burn their chariots with fire, cause their witchcraft birds' wings to break in motion right now. Let them fall out the sky and die instantly. Let their wings break and cause them to crash and die right now. Let the enemies of my progress be openly disgraced. Let the enemies of my child be disgraced. Let every witchcraft coven crawling, flying against my destiny fall out the sky and be disgraced and exposed. As they take off, they shall crash. Whosoever is flying for my sake as a witchcraft bird, whosoever is crawling for my sake as a witchcraft spider, fly, cat, in the name of Christ Jehovah, crash land, scrape your ass and die right now. Whosoever is flying for my sake as an evil witchcraft bird against my soul, crash right now in the name of Christ Jehovah. Abatachin hoy, besamai mitinok, semi kadis, mangista timta, fakadit, besamai in the hornet, in the hu, bamadar tuhun. Yaletin jedachin and sutanzade, badelachin and them yiker belin, inya yabadalunin yiker and deminel. Wadafatanam, attagvan, kukafurulu, adaninji, mangis yantanatana, hylim, misganam, lezale alamu, amen. Boxum, Boxum, Memphis, Kadusum, and Amlak. Amen. Boxum, Boxum, Memphis, Kadusum, and Amlak. Amen. Boxum, Boxum, Memphis, Kadusum, and Amlak. Amen. I show gratitude for the gift of life, Ababa. Erase the karma of my past life and my present. I thank you for your mighty hand upon my life and my purpose, and for protection from the eyes of evil souls. I humbly request for pardons of all of my transgressions and my shortcomings. Let divine mercy speak for me right now. I come to you for deliverance from every ancestral and generational curse. Hear my voice today and deliver me in the mighty name of Yeshua, the Most High God. I thank you for deliverance from every form of bondage of ancestral and generational curses. By your mercy, erase every one of my sins and the sins of my ancestors that have led to these generational curses. As we engage in this prayer to break ancestral and generational curses that are at work in our lives, right now I cover myself and my collective of the highest vibration of love with the sacred seal of protection on the etheric plane, on the ethereal plane, on the astral, mental, physical, and emotional plane. I cast a ring of fire of my kundalini violet flame from the crown of my head to the sole of my feet. I command you to dispel and repel every witchcraft attack, every negative energy off into another direction, every evil eye, every death spell, every incantation spoken against me. I break every contract and agreement with every enchantment of witchcraft put against me right now. Burst into flames and scatter. I command you. I decree and declare. Right now, I release myself from every inherited bond and generational curse. I take an axe to every evil plantation in my life as a result of ancestral curses. Let the fire of the Holy Spirit cleanse and flush out of my system every satanic deposit in me as a result of generational curses. Right now, I release myself from the grip of every problem that was transferred into my life from my mother's womb. Let the kundalini violet flame of my holy fire, which is my Holy Spirit, that I invoke with my holy words, kadus, 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 kadus. Let it cleanse by that kundalini fire. Unblock every chakra, my cellular DNA, every organ, my nervous system, on every plane, through every energy body, in the mighty name of Yeshua, the Most High God. Cleanse right now every satanic deposit and unblock every chakra. Cleanse my nervous system. Cleanse every cell in my cellular DNA from every deposit, satanic deposit, spiritually and physically, in the mighty name of Yeshua, the Most High God. I break and loose myself from every form of demonic bewitchment right now. Every entity attachment right now, I cleanse by fire. on every dimension, through every plane, through every energy body right now. I release myself from every evil domination and control right now. Scatter in the name of Christ, Jehovah. Let every gate that was open to the enemy by my foundation, let it be slammed and sealed shut forever right now. I cleanse myself from every inherited curse. I break every foundational and generational curse at work in my life in the name of Yeshua, the Most High God. I command every evil blood covenant at work in my life to be canceled. Catch fire, burn the ashes right now on every plane, through every energy body, and scatter by fire, by that kundalini violet flame of my holy fire, which is my Holy Spirit. I break every ancestral curse on my family right now, dismantle and scatter by fire right now. Let every generational man of the graveyard contracted to provide and protect for us in exchange for our glory, let him be nullified and neutralized by the power of the Holy Spirit. Let every strong man or strong woman of the family that was set to cut short our glory, let them be cast into the fire along with their evil intentions, and let them be destroyed forever right now. I decree and declare, I cancel every generational curse in my family of early death right now in the name of Jehovah. Right now, in my family, by the word and authority of the Most High God, Yeshua, Yah. I cancel every covenant of darkness in my family that the first sons and the first daughters of my family are and have been initiated into. I disengage myself from every initiation of blood of darkness entered into by my ancestors by the fire of the Holy Spirit. Bring me out of every generational cage where I have been kept. Release me from every ancestral and generational curse that has kept me in my glory. Let every ancestral and generational curse of stagnation and limitation that has been at work in my life, in my children's life, in my child's life, in my firstborn's life, let it break and be dismantled by holy fire right now, in heaven and in earth. By the authority of the Most High God, Yeshua, right now I command every serpent that was brought by our ancestors and is now a curse to us to be destroyed by holy fire on every plane. I break the hold of every python at work in my life right now in the mighty name of Yeshua, Yah, the Most High God. I command every python that is still swallowing our glory to die and release our blessings and our financial abundance right now in the mighty name of Yeshua, the Most High God. I cancel every scene in my house, praying on the blood of the innocent in my house right now. I break the curse of every snake with the audacity to rear its head against any member of my family in the name of Yeshua, the Most High God. I break the stronghold of every foundational strong man at work in my life and my family. Catch fire right now. I break every ancestral and generational curse that has held us down in my family. And I command peace and freedom to abide right now. I break every generational exchange of glory in our family lineages to be broken in the name of Yeshua. Eow. All these ancestral and generational curses are now broken. Psalm 24:9 states, lift up your heads, all ye gates. Be lifted, you ancient doors, so the King of glory may come in. Every ancient door in my family, by that kundalini violet flame of my Holy Spirit, I command you, I decree and declare that you be lifted away from me and my family and my children, so the King of glory may come into our lives. Ancient gate of poverty, I command you to break. Ancient gate of sexually and financially abusive, low vibrational polygamy, I command you to break. Ancient gate of premature death in my family, I command you to break right now. Ancient gate of sexual immortality and sexual abuse in my family, I command you to break. Ancient gate of sexual promiscuity in my family due to low self-esteem, insecurities, and sexual abuse, I command you to break. Ancient gate of narcissistic abuse, psychological abuse, emotional abuse, verbal abuse, physical abuse in my family, I command you to break. Ancient gate of narcissistic abuse, gaslighting witches, word witches in my family, I command you to break. ancient gate of dysfunctional thinking and dysfunctional spending due to insecurities, unhealed insecurities, I command you to break right now. Ancient gate of stupidity in my family, in the name of Jesus, I command you to break. Ancient gate of dysfunctional thinking and acting and spending in my family, I command you to break. Every ancient gate in my family, I command you right now to break and be lifted away from our lives forever in the mighty name of Christ Jehovah. By the light of the eternal flame, I release all ties that bring me pain. From hex and from bind, from spell and chain, I reclaim my power, whole and sane. Through ancestral lines, I now ascend. All wounds and shadows, I transcend. No force can hold, no bind can stay. I walk in light, I clear my way. With sovereign will, my soul, it is free. It is protected by divine decree. By earth, by fire, by air, and by sea. I am whole, I am pure, I am free. May the blessings be. Mote it be, so shall it be. I now close every portal and sever all energetic cords that no longer serve me. And I fully reclaim my divine power, sovereignty, and light. May the blessings be. Mote it be, so shall it be. Ashe. Who got the best collective on YouTube? I do. Guys, I am QUAN. I love y'all. Y'all are the best. Y'all be laughing even when the joke ain't funny. Ciao. Let me see where my little chart I be fooling around is. Let me see if I have this thing. Because I know some people be like, oh, there you go again. I prefer you just use the names of God. Child. Let me show y'all something. In case anybody's new. It's a little chart I have here. I think I showed this before, but I know some people are new. Where you get the different names that we use for God. Jehovah, Jehovah, okay? That E sound is the vowel sound for the sun, as in tree. E, so that E sound is for intention, and Jehovah, like vote. That's for the planet Saturn. So you have the planet, you have the sun, you have Saturn, and represents spirit, and that is for the moon. The moon represents your spirit, and the vowel sound for the moon is okay? So when you say Jehovah, it is a combination of the vowel sound that aligns with the sun, the vowel sound that aligns with the planet Saturn, and the vowel sound that gives it your signature, which is the moon. The moon is how you sign your verbal letter that you wrote to let the universe know when you put your order in for what you want, that it's you. Like when you mail a letter, when you write somebody a letter and mail it, you sign your name at the end of that letter and put your address on the envelope, because you know that you want the person to know that it's you that wrote that letter, and that your address, you want them to write you back. And you're the address. You want it to come back to you. So the reason that the names of God all end with the A sound is because that invokes your spirit. It gives like a verbal signature that Jehovah, Yeshua. If you notice, the reason these names of God are ending U, Mi, Ma. The names of God end with the sound because invokes your spirit. So basically, That's letting the universe know that it's me that made the request, and here's the location of where it needs to manifest, the person needs to manifest for and to. Okay, so this is where we get the names of God from. The names of God are put together by the different vowel sounds, that coincide with each planet. So again, when we talk about Jehovah, okay, the E sound invokes the sun, intention, okay. Uh, o, the O sound invokes the planet Saturn as invoked. O, so that's G, Ho, and is the planet, the moon. And the moon is what invokes your spirit to put your energetic signature on your request, so that when it gets granted, it knows your address. It knows you're the one that made that request, and it's going to come to you. It's how we verbally put our signature on the verbal letter that we wrote, which is our prayer. Your prayer is nothing but a verbal letter that is written with your words when you make a request. Heal Sister Johnson, give her quick, speedy delivery, this, that, and the other. This is what Kuan Yin is requesting. Okay, in the name of Jehovah. I gave you my intention, the sun, and then O for planet Saturn. Saturn represents, what is it for Saturn? Can't think of it right now. But you know, the different planets, they represent different things. I know Jupiter is for contracts. Saturn is for what is it? It has something to do with business. Saturn. Oh my God. Capricorn. Saturn, the rings, of course. Saturn, Satan, of course. That's where they got the name Satan from. Saturn, which represents the Capricorn energy. And all Saturn actually is representing is addictions, obsessions. It could represent material manifestation of things, okay? And when we talk about the material manifestation of something, like a lot of money or things that we're attached to on the physical realm. This is why Saturn is representing the Capricorn energy in the tarot deck, okay? Because Capricorn is connected to the planet Saturn. And that's why they use the name Satan when they show the picture of the devil, okay? That Capricorn is just representing obsessions, which represent the planet Saturn, okay? So just want to show you that real quick. Guys, trust me, I am not the devil. No such thing. The only devil is your addictions to old toxic ways of thinking, your ego. The only devil is your obsessions and your addictions to toxic ways of thinking, into your ego in a low vibration that won't allow you to open up to learn something new, whether it's out of fear or whether it's out of pride, because you're used to doing things one way for a very long time. Guys, I'm Kuan Yin. This is I Have No Cut Cards Tarot. I'll be back. I love you. Y'all are the best.